Hey, what's up, everyone? Peng Joon here. So excited to be with you guys. We've got so many exciting things that's in store for you guys. As you guys are hopping on, let me know in the chat below where you're connected from. Man, I see all you guys coming in right now, and we're about to hit capacity. I'm pretty sure in the next 30 seconds to next 1 minute, we're gonna hit capacity. So let me see if I can see you guys, or rather if I can share my webcam so you guys can see me. Okay, and if you guys can see me as well, this is the first time I'm utilizing GoToWebinar. I usually utilize Zoom, but if you're able to see me, let me know in the chat. Um, Let me know where you guys are connecting from. I am today Anthony, Adrian, and we are going to be showing you how to get the world's biggest celebrities to explode your Instagram following and create a revenue machine. Guys, let me know in the chat. Type in ready if you guys are ready to discover how to make that happen. Okay, I'm going to introduce and bring up Anthony and Adrian in a second. But before I do that, let me know again in the chat. Let me know where you guys are connected from. I want to be able to welcome you guys. I want to be able to show you guys why this training here today is going to be something that is going to make all the difference, especially in an economic climate like this one, and how Instagram is the what I call the social media underdog. Most of the time, people utilize their time, focus, and resource on Facebook, and why, if you understand these different principles that Anthony and Adrian is going to be sharing today, it's going to make a huge difference in your reach, in your visibility, as well as your revenue. And today is really about how to get the world's biggest celebrities to explode your Instagram following and create a revenue machine. Yeah, so quick backstory. This is how we met. Okay, I was looking at all of the older pictures, and before I bring them up, this is a picture that was literally taken a decade ago. Okay, so literally a decade ago, I was in Vegas for some affiliate marketing convention, and at that time I was just starting out. I was still marketing in the gaming market, and this is like 2009, 2010, and Anthony was already crushing it in the affiliate marketing scene. And I remember when I met him for the first time, at that point in time, a decade ago, I was like, man, that's Anthony Morrison. I gotta take a picture with him. And this was literally how we met in Vegas. I believe this was in probably at Caesar's Palace, looking at the statue behind us. And Anthony, the Morrison brothers, they have been crushing it online way longer than me. And the reason why I had to have them on here today, here's why. Okay. If you're a part of the ClickFunnels community, if you have been following my journey, you'll know that earlier this year in Funnel Hacking Live, they give out these awards to people that has hit different milestones in their business. $1 million, $10 million, and recently they came out with a new award called the Two Comma Club C Award, which is to acknowledge entrepreneurs that have utilized ClickFunnels as well as the payment processor to process payments for over 25 million, 50, 75 million, 100 million. And this was the first milestone. So you get like this first plaque here by hitting 25 million. And one of the reasons I'm always thinking about, like, for my own personal growth is like, what is the next thing for me? So like for me, the next my next step is to hit the $50 million mark. And the brothers here, Adrian and Anthony, they have both hit, like, individually, which is absolutely insane, the $50 million mark. And a huge principle for me personally has always been to model somebody that's actually doing it, not to learn from somebody that has. Right now there's like tons of people that has like made $10,000 online, and now they're selling a $997 course. I'm always a true believer of looking and asking, who is somebody that has actually done and has the result that I want to have, and how can I follow their footsteps? And today, this is kind of like the first time ever the three of us are on a webinar. And for this first portion, I want to be able to just extract their entire strategy, extract the entire process. Um, I'm going to be listening in together with you guys, and I'm going to shut up and let them kind of like take it away. Okay, so if you guys are ready to discover how to make this happen in all caps, okay, type in the chat in all caps, type in ready. Okay, if you guys are ready, I see ready, 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 ready. Okay, perfect. Let me just stop my webcam 1 sec. Okay, so you guys want to model somebody that's done it, okay, and take it away.
What's up, everyone? Adrian and Anthony Morrison here. We're excited to be here. You should be able to see the screen right now. Go ahead and just type in a 2 if you see the screen, where it says how we get the world's biggest celebrities and influencers to explode our Instagrams and create a revenue machine from an untapped amount of influencer traffic that you probably never heard of before. We're going to show you how you can do this, even if you have absolutely no idea where to begin. I'm going to go ahead. I am going to start out by introducing myself real quick. Again, my name is Adrian Morrison. I am the guy on the right side of the screen. And I have, with my brother, done over $100 million in sales online. This has been done through all sorts of online marketing. I'm known for doing a lot of e-commerce, a lot of affiliate marketing type products, digital publishing. I've authored books that have been on national television and sold hundreds of thousands of copies. You know, I'm kind of a jack of all trades, and I like to be on the forefront of anything new. I like to be on the cutting edge of what's working right now. I learned when I started this about, I don't know, I think about 13 years ago or so, I learned that if you really want to succeed and you want to have massive amounts of success online, you've got to have access. You've got to have a mentor, and you always have to be on the cutting edge. You can't be afraid to take a step forward and try something new, right? So if you're going backwards and you're trying to do all of the old things that you've heard worked for the last couple of years, then you're not focusing on what's new and what's hot and where all of the cheapest traffic is. And this is how me and Anthony have generated multi-9-figure companies. It's how we've become the top certified, some of the top certified e-commerce and digital marketers on this planet. And we've taught hundreds of thousands of students around the world from scratch how to begin. And get this, I'm really not a smart person. I barely made it through college. As a matter of fact, I was trying to get into law school and I could not pass the LSAT, right? I just couldn't pass it. So I ended up, before my success and before my break with internet marketing, working at a car wash for about $5.15 an hour for minimum wage on the side of a highway. So how did I go from washing cars for $5 an hour at a crappy car wash to making millions upon millions of dollars, right? It's all because of what we're going to show you today, and that we have access, right? We have access to things that give us an unfair advantage year in and year out. And we want to show you how you can get access as well, so you can tap into some of the same resources that we use to explode our businesses. Remember, it's not about intellect. It's not about you know, even experience. It's just about having access to the right tools and the right mentors to help you get started. And that's what I am here today, hopefully, to help you do. And Anthony, this next slide is you, so I'll let you kind of talk a little bit about yourself before we get started.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Obviously, you know, I'm Adrian's brother, and I've done, you know, well over $150 million in sales online, probably over, you know, 300 million if you count some of the offline stuff, and authored a few books. We sold over 1 million copies of those books. And my really what I like to teach is digital marketing. I like to teach people how to build courses and how to take their information, turn it into a product, and turn around and sell that product. Or I like to show people how to do affiliate marketing. How many of you here are loving affiliate marketing? And that's something that you would be interested in doing. Just say yes. Okay. So I see lots and lots of people saying yes. So affiliate marketing and e-commerce, these are the two, really kind of the two leading ways to make money on the internet. You package that with kind of digital marketing, which is course creation and things like that. And you've really got the trifecta. This is all there. These are the main ways to make money on the internet. And between Adrian and I, obviously, we're teaching all of those things. And what we want to do is show you how you can leverage Instagram to end up being able to push loads of traffic and generate tons and tons of revenue from your e-com business, your digital marketing business, your consulting business, your coaching business, your local advertising business, your affiliate marketing business. Almost any business in the world can benefit from this. And I'm super excited to share it with you. One of the things I started teaching my students many years ago, I've got over 200,000 around the world. And what I've really started teaching them is to lean into new opportunities, because sometimes it's the things that we don't know anything about and the things that we shun and we kind of run away from because it's not easy and it's not simple, it's not in our comfort zone. But sometimes it's those things that make the biggest difference in our business. Type number 1 in the chat box if you would agree with me. Sometimes we have to lean into new opportunities. We have to lean into things that don't feel comfortable to us in order to have breakthroughs. And what we want to do is help you create a major breakthrough in your business here on this webinar and during this presentation. So Adrian, I'm going to let you take over. Adrian's going to talk to you a little bit about our promise to you, and I'm going to jump back in a little while and talk to you about some built-in profit methods.
Yeah, so listen, here's our promise to you, because we know that your time is valuable, and we want you to know that by getting on this webinar, we promise that we are going to give you a couple of things that I truly believe are going to be game changers for you. So first and foremost, we promise that we are going to show you that anybody anywhere in the world can create a successful Instagram empire completely from scratch, even if you have zero experience or nothing to sell. If you've never gotten any followers before, you've never done any influencer campaigns, you've never done any paid advertising, we're going to make you a believer in this. And when you get off this webinar, you are going to be amped about Instagram and how it can help your business. We're also going to be on this webinar, if you stay until the very end, giving away some cash money, right? So we're going to give away to a completely random winner that's here at the end of the webinar some cash money. All you have to do is just simply be here, get a free education, check out a great new traffic source and a new strategy that you probably never heard of before, and have the chance to get paid. How many of you in here would like to be the cash prize winner? Just type in money signs if you would like to be the winner today on this webinar. I see lots of signs coming in. Phil, Sierra, Nitesh, Benjamin, Rasheen, Leo, Brendan, Jake, Ian, some names I can't pronounce, and Ali, awesome. So I'm happy that y'all are here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you one single strategy that we're using in both of our businesses, be it the affiliate side, be it the e-commerce side, selling books and coaching, whatever it may be, that generates for us thousands of dollars. Now, this particular screenshot right here is showing you how we're generating $2,500 sales daily. And you can see over here on the right-hand side some of the sales that have come in. So we're going to show you the strategy that generates thousands of dollars of sales for us on a day-to-day basis. Now, we also want to tell you that this isn't magic. This isn't get rich quick, all right? So there's no such thing as a shortcut to mega success and mega millions, all right? This is for people that are serious about creating a long-term business, but something that is automated and is scalable. And this is for people that are ready to invest in themselves. Listen, if you're here right now and you're saying to yourself, I'm ready to go all in, I'm ready to take a leap forward and explode my business and do whatever I can to ensure that I succeed, then this is for you. And if you're like I was 10 years ago and you're just not satisfied with average or normal, right, the mediocrity, and you know that you deserve more, I promise you, you're going to find out how to get what you believe you deserve with Instagram. This is going to blow your minds. Who is this for? This is for people that run e-commerce, Amazon, Shopify stores, agencies, affiliate marketers that do ClickBank and sell affiliate products. This is for people that have their own products, their own books, and digital publishers. Legitimately, anybody with anything to sell, this can help your business. Now, if you're brand new and you have no business at all, this can create an entire stream of income for you. We're going to show you a built-in profit center that doesn't require that you have a website, that doesn't require that you have your own product, and it does allow you to generate passive income, right, without having all of that stuff. How many of you in here have nothing to sell right now? No way to profit. You're just trying to figure out where to start. Just say me in the questions box. I see lots of me's coming in. All right, so you're gonna love this, right? Because we're gonna show you how you can profit with Instagram without having to even do anything above. All right, here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn about a secret traffic phenomena that anybody, and I mean anybody, can tap into to generate massive amounts of traffic, leads, and sales. We're going to show you how we personally are using it and teaching our students to use it to generate $2,000 to $5,000 sales daily. And we're going to show you the exact duplicatable system that we're using to build hyper profitable businesses from scratch, and how to gain massive followings, like huge followings and authority on Instagram, which is the #1 social media platform right now on this planet. And we're going to give you a chance to partner with us at the end of this webinar in the exact same, literally the exact same network that we use to tap into this traffic. So that's going to be super exciting. And this has been key to us automating and building our online empires with predictable and consistent sales that come in every day. You can look at this graph right here. These are some of the sales that we generate, $20,000 to $30,000 a day. Notice it's not a roller coaster. You don't really see any downward, where the money falls off. It's very consistent. The only thing you see is spikes where we actually make more money, right? And this is a guaranteed traffic source that does not require that you do pay-per-click advertising or banner ads or anything like that. This truly is a secret weapon that works immediately. And once again, it doesn't require a website, doesn't require a fancy funnel, doesn't even require that you have your own product, right? I know that sounds crazy, but you're gonna see this moving forward, just how simple this really is. And we're gonna show you how we've used this strategy to automate our empires. And it all starts out by just simply proving to you that it works, right? Because everybody shows numbers. You don't know where those numbers come from, or even if those numbers are real. Anthony and I track every single sale that we generate for our businesses, and we know if it's a Facebook sale, we know if it's an Instagram sale, a Pinterest, a Twitter, a Google, a YouTube sale. We know where our money is coming from. And so we want to show you some case studies that we just recently launched that generated for Anthony $11,500 in pure profit from free traffic, and for me, $7,900 in pure profit from free traffic very quickly. Anthony, go ahead and explain to him how you made $11,500 and what this means.
Absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we look for when we're trying to crush it online is getting quality leads. How many of you are with me on that? Just say yes. If you don't have quality leads or subscribers to your email list, it's almost impossible to make money on the internet. So the first thing you need to do is you need to look at and think about Instagram followers are literally just like your email subscribers, okay? The more Instagram followers you have, the more people you can reach. The more people you can reach, the more money you can make. It works just the same as an email list. What I've done is I've mastered a way to take my subscribers on Instagram and turn them into email leads. That's the number you see over there where it says 989 highly targeted leads. That's 989 people that gave me their email address from Instagram. And then what did I do? I turned around and I made sales to those people. Now, this could be an affiliate product, an e-commerce product, a digital product, a service, doesn't matter what it is. For me, I'm selling a product that's really inexpensive. It's only a $7 product with a couple of small little upsells in there. So if you look over here, I've generated $11,564.68. What's awesome is, on average, every lead that I generate is worth $11.69. Now, if you compare that to paid ads on Facebook, I'm paying $5 to $6 just to generate a lead, and I'm only making back $6 to $7. Most every day I break even, or maybe I make $1 a lead, okay? But with Instagram, I didn't pay anything for these leads, and they're worth almost double. They're worth almost $12 a lead. This is when I realized Instagram is absolutely one of the best ways for you to actually make money from the leads that you generate. And it's because you have a little influence on those people. You have a little more personality with those people, personal connection with those people through using the post and the Instagram stories and things of that nature, which we're going to talk about. So what you need right now is a huge Instagram following so that you can siphon off those people and send them to the different offers and products and services that you sell so that you can make money. How many of you are with me? Just say yes. We want really high quality buyers. That's what you get. Now, Adrian's going to talk about recurring revenue.
Right, and it's important for you to remember that this traffic that we're generating here is free traffic. We didn't pay a dime to generate this traffic right here that you see. So I generated $7,900 just posting on Instagram on one of my Instagram pages. And you can do this for any niche, any product, any service. But the product that I was selling was a subscription service, right? I love subscription revenue. That means that when a customer buys my product, they're signing up for a monthly service that they have to pay for. So I launched this on Instagram. I got 1,363 leads. That means that's clicks from my Instagram profile. And we started generating $1,400 a month in sales. So what that means is that I can sit back, I can relax, and I'll have $1,500 just about every month come in, pop in, and rebill unless those customers cancel. I love passive recurring income. So some products that you promote could offer, they could offer recurring income. Some of them might be a one-time sale and a big commission like Anthony's up there. So this for me though, I've built up in the last couple of weeks to over $10,000 a month in rebills, right? How many of you in here think that sounds pretty awesome? To be able to generate subscription rebilling traffic for free from Instagram. That's absolutely crazy, right? That's what we want to show you how to do. Because listen, we know that a lot of you in here probably are like, okay, Adrian and Anthony are experts, right? We've been doing this a long time. Can we duplicate their strategy? So we want to show you undeniable student results. And we want to prove to you with case studies that show that newbies can get guaranteed results and followers, right? We're going to show you the exact traffic source that we use to get big celebrities to flood our Instagram pages with followers, which could turn into leads and sales. And we do this in less than 25 minutes. So this isn't something that takes a lot of time. Like this isn't building a big e-commerce business or building a big website. This is legitimately a side business that could generate an immense amount of success for you in just 25, 30 minutes a day time. You're going to see live case studies that prove that. So we wanted to eliminate the game of chance. And this is why we're here to show this to you, because listen, I know a lot of you have purchased programs in the past wondering, how do I get traffic, right? How do I get sales and traffic without always having to have a big budget for advertising? That's one of the biggest keys, is like, how do I get a business set up and get traffic without always having to shell out big bucks for advertising? How many of you in here have lost money promoting products that don't convert, paralyzing your business? Just say yes. Or you've been confused about websites and funnels, and you've been left wondering how other people succeed online, but you continue to struggle. How many of you in here have experienced these obstacles on the screen right here? Just type in a 1. So I'm going to tell you the one main reason that other people are having success and so many others are struggling. It's access. I want you to write that down. Access is key. You need to have access to the right tools, to the right networks, to the right mentorship. Those that have access to cutting edge, legitimately cutting edge opportunities, they're the ones that are going to just soar to success while everybody else is scraping up breadcrumbs, trying to do things the old way. So we wanted to eliminate the game of chance. That means no more pay-per-click advertising ads that require big budgets. No more searching for influencers on Instagram that have fake followers, right? We wanted to find a way to create immediate traffic and leads that can turn into passive income daily. And again, this is different than anything you've ever seen before. And 4 simple steps can be deployed, and you can put this into action without Facebook ads, without Google AdWords, and without YouTube, right? Because the #1 obstacle is just those things. It's getting traffic, right? If you don't have traffic, then you can't get sales. And if you don't get sales to your products, and you can't profit, and if you can't profit, then ultimately your business is going to fail. And this is what happens, is people can't afford to get traffic. They don't know how to get traffic. And no matter how great their product is, they can't sell it. We have eliminated this obstacle that you see in front of your face. Let's look at the different types of traffic real fast though, okay? So getting a website is easy nowadays. You don't even need one for this Instagram strategy. Finding niches super easy. You can have an Amazon store, a Shopify store. You could be doing ClickBank and affiliate marketing. That's all simple. It's pretty much done for you. But traffic, that's the key. That's where people fall off. And traffic can be a big risk if it's done wrong. I mean, if you do traffic wrong, then you could lose thousands of dollars or hundreds of hours of your life. So there's two different types of traffic. There's free traffic and there's paid traffic, okay? So the free traffic here would be SEO, search engine optimization, posting on forums, content marketing, and then you got paid traffic, which is Google, Facebook, YouTube ads, influencer shout outs, which are actually, believe it or not, most people are doing those the old way. There's a new way to do this, which we're going to show you. And free traffic in general, in theory, sounds great, but it's no better than that game of Jenga over there. It's unstable, right? At any moment, it can all crash and burn. So free traffic ultimately should not be like your #1 goal if you want to blow up your business, because it requires a lot of time. It requires that you spend hours researching hashtags or writing blog posts with millions of competitors, right? It takes days, if not months, to see any results. And look, if you don't own the traffic, then you have no control. You need to have control over your business. So you're risking your #1 asset, and that's your time, right? And there's zero guarantees with free traffic, the traditional way that most gurus try to teach it, right? And many times it's hit or miss. So you don't want your business to be like a game of Jenga, I guess is the lesson here. Now, paid traffic. Paid traffic is very misunderstood. A lot of people are scared of paid traffic, but paid traffic does work and it makes a lot of money. And if you look over there to the right, you can see that every couple of hours, I spend, and Anthony spends, about $900 on paid traffic from Facebook. But here's the thing, even though Facebook has a massive traffic source, it's highly unpredictable. Anthony and I have teams, like huge teams of people that now manage our ads. It's very expensive. You're paying to be seen. You have to deal with, obstacles like getting your ads banned for no reason. Google search is the same way. It's high quality traffic, but it's very, very pricey. There's lots of competition. You're paying per click, and you got to have a big budget. So if you're brand new, thinking you're going to make money on Google, you're probably, in for a very, very deep, dark journey, because you're not going to be able to afford to keep up with the players that are already on the first page. And then YouTube, it can be amazing if you crack the code to filming viral videos. Not everybody wants to film a video, right? And those videos die out fast. How many times can you continue to create viral videos and play that churn or burn game? Here's the secret. You need to own your traffic. I want everybody to write this down. I need to own and control my traffic, because none of those sources above allow you to do that. I need to own and control my traffic. And then the second part of that is pay once for the traffic and then never pay again, and then continue to profit daily. So once you get traffic that you own and control, you want to reuse it without always spending money to make money. How many of you in here would like to be able to get a lot of very high quality traffic once, but never pay for it again? Just continue to use it and profit from it. Just type in money signs if that's you. Type in money signs if you'd like to own and control your traffic and then continue to profit from it without spending more money. All right, because none of these other traffic sources that we showed you are reliable. They're not sustainable streams of income. They're time consuming. They require lots of testing. They're pricey. There's no guarantee. You have to deal with ad bans with tons of restrictions and no real written rules to follow. You can see Anthony and I as experts. We're expert marketers. We still get ads disapproved all the time. Facebook will ban our accounts, crippling our business overnight. So again, you need to focus on a source of traffic that you can generate sales to any product from, where you're not worrying with these things that you see on the screen. And we found the solution. All right, so the solution here is going to allow you to forget everything that you see below. You don't have to be a good copywriter. You don't have to spend a lot of money every single day on an advertising campaign. You don't have to have a bunch of fancy Facebook ads that you split test. There's no hit or miss here. You get guaranteed followers, guaranteed traffic to your Instagram pages, and you don't even have to post a bunch of content every day, right? So why is this different than every other opportunity that you've seen before, right? How is this different, right? We're going to talk to you about how this is different by eliminating all of the obstacles, right? And eliminating that game of chance. And I promise you, this is unlike anything you have ever seen before. And the reason is simple. It's because we're not getting cold traffic. We're not interrupting people that don't want to see our ads. We're focusing on instant and immediate influence traffic. I want you to write that down, influence traffic. What does that mean? It means that the traffic that we're getting is coming from someone highly recommending us that they look up to. So it's like having a big influencer say, we recommend you go check this person out. So they're going to come to us with open arms, right? They're going to be less skeptical, so therefore more likely to buy our stuff. And this traffic is reusable. You can tap into this traffic source again and again for free, right? So influence traffic that becomes reusable and free traffic that allows us to sell any type of product, and anybody, anyone in the world can do this. And this traffic really uses a proven model. Like, this is based off of a proven model called the Oprah effect. The Oprah effect comes from a real famous talk show host that created this psychological phenomena where a product isn't necessarily endorsed, right? You're not having these influencers endorse your traffic, but just simply talking about you or your product can result in colossal amounts of success, right? So if you Google the Oprah effect, that's the definition that you'll see. And the emojis kind of help people that are ADD like me understand how the Oprah effect works. Essentially, when people are following a public figure, a celebrity, or an influencer, they're all googly-eyed and starry-eyed about everything that they do. They want to imitate them. They take their recommendations. That's why you see influencers and celebrities promoting products from, you know, deodorant to insurance services, right? Because they have influence. And when people see someone that they idolize or that they follow, they're more likely to spend their money. And with Instagram, you don't want likes. What you want is money, right? So how do you get followers to your page that are influenced and turn those likes into cash without getting on a famous talk show? Just sitting in your home, sitting in your bed on your cell phone with the Instagram app open. How do you get followers that turn into cash? That's what we're going to show you. So this proven model has 4 different hypotheses we're going to go over, okay? Maybe screenshot this. I got this off of a website that did a study on influencer and celebrity endorsements. So hypothesis number 1 is consumers often imitate their favorite celebrity or influencers. That's going to generate more sales, right? Number 2 is celebrity and influencer promotions have wildly positive impacts on retargeting campaigns, repeat customers, you know, people just remembering who you are, which is going to help you generate more sales. Hypothesis number 3, celebrity and influencers positively affect consumers' willingness to buy. So if you or your product or service is attached to a celeb or an influencer, they're more likely to buy your product, their followers are. Number 4, celebrity and influencers have a wildly positive impact on consumers' purchase intention. So people visiting your page from a celebrity or an influencer, they're going to have a higher probability of purchasing because their intention is going to be probably to come to your page and check out your products. So what would happen if your business or product had a mega celebrity or influencer reward their followers to follow you? I mean, how many of you in here think you could benefit from millions of eyeballs seeing you connected to their favorite influencer or celebrity? I mean, could you benefit from big influencers in your niche doing a sponsorship with you and making you an authority on Instagram overnight, like an overnight authority from 0 to hero? Just type in money signs. If that's something that could be big for your business, that's something that can take you from someone who's failed over and over and over and over and over and over again to having an edge and an unfair advantage over everybody else, right? It's huge. For example, these 2 young women right here, 2 of the most famous women on the planet. Everything they touch turns to absolute gold. It doesn't matter if it's a fitness product. It doesn't matter if it's a fashion product. It doesn't matter what it is. If they touch it, it turns to gold. Why? Because they have influence. Our secret is we have access to a private influencer network that lets us get traffic from big celebrities and influencers like Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner. Now, typically, these young women here charge $1 million for a post on Instagram. So if you contact them and say, hey, I'd like you to promote my product or service, they would say, okay, well, stroke me a check for $1 million and I'll make one single post on Instagram for you, right? And people pay them day in and day out to do this, because for $1 million, they generally come back and expect to receive multiple millions in sales, right? Does that make sense? Just say yes if that makes sense. That's why these big companies are paying these girls millions of dollars. How many of you in here would literally jump out of your chair at the opportunity to have one of the biggest celebrities in the world to promote your business, right? And tell people to follow you for, let's just say, I don't know, I'm $8,000. How many of you in here would think that's a dang good deal? Instead of $1 million, $8,000. Just type in 8K if you think that's a good deal. All right, just type in 8K if you think that's a good deal. I see tons of 8Ks coming in. Of course it's a good deal. It's pennies on the dollar, right? So we have access to a private influencer network, and here's a couple of case studies of how this works. So here's another Kardashian girl, and this case study was done with two brands. One of them is a kids brand, another one's a fashion brand. When they did a promotion, they reached 74 million people. They gained 95,000 Instagram followers within a week. All right, they saw a 69% increase in traffic and a 24% increase in sales for one brand. The other brand saw a 31% increase in traffic. This is the kid brand, and an 81% increase in sales, because this girl right here made one post featuring them. How many of you think that's wild right there? Here's another one. So this case study right here shows that it reached 90 million people and they gained 150,000 followers. So imagine this, overnight, all right, you go from 0 to 150,000 followers and reach 90 million eyeballs, right? This brand right here saw a 30% increase in traffic. They gained 100,000 followers and a 21% increase in sales. This is what people are doing. This is how the brands are going from nothing overnight to massive brands, because they have access, right, to a private influencer network where the biggest celebs and influencers in the world are essentially sending all of their followers to go check out these companies' stores, right? How many of you in here would like to see a 21%, let's say you're at 0% in sales. How many of you would like to go to a 21% increase in sales from 0, right? Or even a 10% increase, right? And reach all of these people. It's crazy. So would you benefit from access to celebrity promotions and influencer promotions for pennies on the dollar? Guaranteed to flood followers to your business? Just type in access if that's something that would, that you could benefit from. Without a shadow of a doubt, you could benefit from that. Here's another case study from our private influencer network. All right, this particular case study with two brands reached 61 million people, and each of these brands gained 88,000 followers. One of them was a beauty brand, saw a 21% increase in sales, 189% increase in Instagram views. The other one saw 214,000 followers, and various inquiries about getting pressed for a skin startup company. So there's just all sorts of interesting brands that are using this, and they're using a very simple step-by-step system and blueprint that you can duplicate. Step one, launch an Instagram account about anything. It doesn't matter what it is, any type of product that you want to sell. Overnight, tap into this private influencer network, and you can gain followers fast, and you can turn those followers into sales, because those followers are influence, right? All you have to do is implement the blueprint that we're going to show you to generate traffic, and you can get this traffic for free over and over and over again after you pay for it once, right? You got to pay to get the traffic first, and then you can reuse it. And then you can retarget them to increase longevity and lifetime customer value. And you just rinse and repeat for as many businesses as you want to start up. So we launch a simple Instagram page with 0 posts. We implement a unique method to immediately position our brand and product as an authority. Overnight authority, which is wild. Traffic floods in, and then we use the Instagram profit tools to get instant buyer traffic. Now this traffic's reusable, right? So we repeat this method every day to generate consistent and predictable sales. Remember that, consistent and predictable sales. In less than 24 hours, our brands or our products go from 0 to hero. This traditionally would take months and tens of thousands of dollars. And we've used it for all sorts of stuff. Like Anthony over here has used it to grow his personal Instagram page, right? But then this person over here has used it to just grow an account about how to make money online called Cash Flow. See, there's no picture of a person here. This is an Instagram account about daily tips on how you can generate success online. And then on the right-hand side is an e-commerce store that sells jewelry, right? So this is an account that's used Instagram traffic like we're talking about to generate e-commerce sales. So affiliate marketing sales, e-commerce sales, Amazon sales, personal brands all can benefit from this. But you've got to understand the blueprint to have success and generate sales with Instagram. So here is the anatomy of profiting with IG. There's two sets of tools. All right, so there's traffic tools and there's profit tools. The traffic tools are used to generate profits. So traffic tools that you'll use: posting images in the newsfeed. That's those little squares at the bottom left. Every time you post an image, you could reach 10,000, 30,000, 100,000 people, right? That could then see your image, click on your profile, and buy your product or service. Instagram stories. Those are the most legitimately the most coveted and profitable tool inside of Instagram is simple Instagram stories. Now, an Instagram story is when somebody clicks on your profile photo, it brings up a series of images or videos or promotions that you post every 24 hours. You can do that in 10, 15 minutes, and for a full 24 hours have promotions live for free. Post comments. That's another way to generate traffic. Now, the profit tools are your Instagram bio. That's up here where it says all this info about me. Just by putting your link in your bio, Anthony has a special tool that can help increase conversions with this that he's going to show at the end of this webinar. But just by putting a link in your bio, you could generate sales from traffic. Now, the story swipe up feature, there's a critical factor here, right? You have to have 10,000 followers to use the swipe up feature. This is a way that you can use Instagram stories to quickly and effectively generate hot traffic, laser targeted and engaged traffic to any product that, or service that you're selling. But Instagram does not unlock this tool unless you have 10,000 followers. That's the problem. That's why so many people are struggling with Instagram, is because honestly, if you want to really crush it with Instagram, you need to have at least 10,000 followers, because at that point, Instagram makes you a micro influencer and they unlock hidden profit tools for you that you can use called the swipe up feature. And then Instagram direct messages, right? We're going to show you a way to make money with both of these, okay? But I want you to write this down because this is a critical point. I need 10,000 followers to unlock the swipe up tool. The most profitable tool on Instagram allows you to deploy 24-hour promotions for free and generate traffic fast. So write down, I need 10,000 followers. How many of you in here would like to learn how to get 10,000 followers really quickly? Real followers, laser targeted, meaningful, engaged followers, faster than you've ever seen in your life, than anywhere else you'll find online. Just type in 10K. I see lots of 10Ks. Okay, we're going to show you how to do that via our private influencer group, okay? But it all starts with step number one. First, if you want to use this strategy, you need to choose a product to profit with. So you can go to places like clickbank.com where there's fitness products, dog training products. Say there's a German Shepherd handbook, guitar lessons. I mean, there's how to dance. There's a zillion different offers that you can profit from at ClickBank. Go to clickbank.com, get a completely free account. You can promote any of these things on Instagram and earn passive income. You could start an Amazon store or a Shopify store, and you can sell products that you never see or touch with drop shipping. So this is going to work for any of these methods, right? So step one is just choose a product or service that you want to sell, right? If you don't already have one. These are great resources right here. Step number two is you're going to want to get instant followers and leads from viral influencer launchpad traffic sources. Now, I call this a launch pad because it really is like a launch pad and a jump start. We have a network that we're able to tap into where massive influencers and celebrities will literally tell their followers to follow us. And you can see some of our student results over here, how they've gone from 0 to 32,000 followers, 0 to 42,000 followers using our strategy. How many of you in here would like to get results like you see on the screen from real live students that have duplicated our strategy? You'd like to tap into our viral influencer launchpad, our network, our group, and access these types of campaigns that can explode your brand overnight. Type in money signs again, if that's something that you would like to do, because that is step number 2, right? The viral influencer launchpad traffic source. Very, very important. All right, and step 3 is deploy our Instagram swipe up free traffic ads to generate sales and leads. I'm going to show you how this one single free traffic funnel here generated for me $2,500 in a single day. All right, so here's how it works. So this funnel right here is called the swipe up funnel. You can use it with affiliate products, with you can use it with e-commerce products, or whatever it is you want to sell. Step number 1 is you get influence traffic, right? So I got influence traffic here coming in from the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. He made a post about me, a lot like I just showed you before from our viral influencer network, and it just flooded a lot of influence followers to my page. So all of a sudden I have he has 1 million followers. All of a sudden this guy's 1 million followers are flooding my Instagram page because he said, go check out Adrian Morrison, right? How many of you in here would agree that if someone posted their 1 million followers, go check out your product or your service, you could probably profit from that? Type in profit in the chat box. So step number 1 is get that influenced traffic, all right? So I just showed you that. Step number 2 is called the story swipe up feature. Remember, you gotta have 10,000 followers to use this feature. And I'm gonna show you how you can get 10,000 followers fast from our network, okay? So all I did is when people come to my profile, they click on my profile picture, you see this ad here of me, and I'm saying, hey, if you wanna check out what I'm doing and how I'm making money online, just swipe up. Remember, 10,000 followers to use the swipe up feature is what you need. We're gonna show you how to get that fast. So people see the story, they swipe up. All of these influenced visitors from a celebrity swipe up for free. They see my landing page, they see the product or service that I'm offering, and they can choose to buy it or not. It's free traffic. Now, if you look over here on step number 3, someone did just that. They saw me from an influencer promotion. They came to my Instagram profile and clicked on my story, and they direct messaged me. Said, hey, Adrian, I just joined your program. Thanks for the inspiration. And I said, okay, well, welcome to the family. Quick question. Did you join from my Instagram swipe up or my Facebook ad? Now, this is back when I was testing this. We just figured out this strategy. So I wanted to know, does this work? Did this really just make me $2,500? And you can see right here, this person said, I joined from your Instagram swipe up after seeing you at Jordan Belfort's interview, right? So I want to go back real quick, okay? Remember, step 1, select the product, right? Step 2, tap into the viral influencer launchpad traffic source, right? And then step 3, deploy your Instagram story funnel. That's it. And you can see right here, it made me $2,500. And we do this every single day. As a matter of fact, Anthony does it as well. Anthony's going to show you how he made $10,000 in a single day using this without having to even get on camera, all right? Without getting on the phone, without a website or anything like that. And he's going to show you his traffic blueprint right here.
Yeah, absolutely, Adrian. And first of all, how many of you feel like that is an epic, epic strategy, what Adrian just showed you? Simple 3-step strategy to being able to profit. Just say yes. Okay. I see lots and lots of yeses coming in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it next level for you, okay? I'm going to show you how I experimented with something that absolutely crushed it, made a ton of sales, and did it without even having a website. All right, so step number 1 is obviously I gained influence. That's what we're going to show you how to do. We're going to show you how to get tons of followers, right? But what I did on step 2 was I posted a story, but you'll notice that my face is nowhere on it, right? It's just a bunch of words. It's a bunch of black and white text that just says, if you're interested in learning how to build a digital course business, launch a digital course, I can probably help you. Now, my second part of my story says, here's the people that I can help. In other words, if you're one of these people, then I can help you, right? So I kind of qualify who it's for, all right? And then the third step right here, or the third story inside of step 2 there, is I say, if you're interested in this and you'd like to do this, shoot me a direct message and I'll personally respond to you. How many of you feel like if you personally respond to somebody in a direct message, you have a much better chance of getting them to buy the product? even if it's an affiliate product that you're promoting. If you simply respond to them personally, how many of you feel like you'll have a better chance of selling? Type number 1 in. Okay, and this doesn't matter if it's an e-commerce product. I see Phil, Sierra, Benjamin, Janice, Brendan, Deborah, Mark, tons of people. Remember, we're giving away a $100 cash prize at the end of this training, and it's to somebody who's active in this chat box, right? That helps us know that we're on the right pace and everybody's tracking and everybody's learning. I see tons of ones coming in. Okay, so here's what I did. When I got the direct message, okay, which again, obviously I was super excited. I'm like, okay, people are direct messaging me. That worked. Here's what I did, and this is where it gets so awesome, and this is where it really changes the game for you. You'll notice in step 3 there that somebody direct messages me and says they're interested in that product that I have. I do not text them back. What I did was I sent voice messages. You'll notice the little play button there. I sent voice messages and told them about the product, told them what I was doing, told them how awesome it was, and asked them if they would be interested in joining. Again, the text message is not as personal as the voice message that I was able to send. I can do this from anywhere in the world. In fact, the first time I did it, I was getting on an airplane with Adrian. We were getting ready to fly somewhere, and he's like, dude, what are you doing? I said, hold on. I'm telling somebody about a product I'm selling in my direct messages. Well, it turns out when I did that, the person bought. So Adrian clicked the button, boom. You'll see that this customer bought from us, joined, and spent $5,000. So $5,000 joining my program right from a direct message with no funnel, no website, no nothing. All literally from voice messages. Adrian, if you click the button, it'll show everybody. There we go. Where this person texted me back and said, I'm in, I'm awesome. He took a screenshot where he was in and he was ready to go. I've made sales of this consistently, sometimes upwards of $10,000 in a single day, all by using simple voice messages with no website, no funnels, no nothing. How many of you feel like you could do this? Just say yes. Remember, I told you Instagram having a lot of followers, okay, is all about, it's just like having a big email list. The only difference, okay, is that you have greater influence on people because you can use voice messages, you can use your stories, you have the ability, okay, to help yourself make even more sales and make even more money. So this is an awesome, awesome way to do it, but it can only happen if you have real followers. So Adrian's going to talk to you about what you should absolutely not do and the things that you should do in order to get followers.
Right. Look, the biggest problem with most people that try to profit from Instagram is that it requires you have followers, right? I mean, that's it. Like, people judge you based off of how many followers you have on Instagram. And a lot of people end up with fake followers, you know, doing all these, you know, there's all these fake ways that you can buy fake followers, and none of those work, right? And that's been proven over and over and over again. You got to have real followers. But if you don't have followers, then you don't have credibility. And if you don't have credibility, then you have no influence. So if you want your business to explode, right, then you have to be a leader on social media, and that people look at your profile and they're like, wow, this person's got 20,000 followers, 30,000 followers. They must be something important, or they must be a good service, or it must be a good business, right? So people look at how many followers you have and they judge the credibility, right, of your business or of your service or of your product based off of that one thing. So here's the solution to explode your following in 24 to 48 hours with real followers. It's called growth loops. I want everybody to write that down. All right, and a loop is another word for a giveaway. All right, so write down growth loop. This is what we have access to in our viral Instagram influencer launchpad group. This is a private network that we can tap into that gives us access to perform these 6 steps, okay? So step 1 is you choose an influencer to promote you, right? So you're going to be able to tap into a network of influencers of all kinds. It's not just celebrities like Kylie Jenner. It could be entrepreneurs, it could be artists and musicians, you know, it could be famous models or comedians. There's all sorts of different influencers with different types of followings, right? Now, step 2 is that influencer is going to post a huge giveaway on their page. And the influencer is going to tell their followers, hey, you must follow all of our sponsors if you want to win. Guess what? You could be one of the sponsors. You could be one of the sponsors behind this giveaway that Kylie Jenner has posted right here, right? Where she's telling all of her followers if they want to win all of this stuff right here, they need to go follow you. Step 4 is followers immediately flood your profile fast because they want to win and a big influencer told them to follow you. Step 5, start promoting your product by posting Instagram posts like we just showed you, but be it stories or newsfeed posts. And step 6 is sit back and wait to generate sales. So this is what it looks like. Kylie Jenner made a post on her profile and said, hey, I'm giving away all of this stuff right here. And if you want to win all of this stuff that we're giving away, then you need to go follow our 60 to 70 sponsors. So instead of paying Kylie Jenner $1 million, right, 60 to 70 people with access, right, to that Launchpad network, right, they all came together for pennies on the dollar and entered and put on this giveaway. So all you have to do is have access to it and say, I want in. Choose your influencer. I want in, right? And they'll send you their followers. And you can see that when people read this post, they click on step 1, which is go here and follow every single person. Now, look, there I am at the top. You can see that there's other influencers, there's e-commerce businesses, there's entrepreneurs, all sorts of people, but there's only 60 to 70 slots. Remember, because they have access, right, that other people don't have, they have an unfair advantage like I do, right, like Anthony does, like we're gonna offer you tonight. And Anthony's down here as well. So essentially, people just go through and hit follow, 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 follow. Travel businesses, all sorts of businesses here. And all of these people gained over 100,000 followers very, very quickly. Not just followers though, real influence followers from one of the biggest celebrities in the world. How many of you in here think you could follow these 6 steps right here? You can choose an influencer to promote you if you have access to tap into that private influencer network, right? You can enter some of these giveaways. Now these giveaways could be anywhere from $200 to take part in to a couple of $1,000s to take part in. Kylie Jenner obviously is one of the biggest celebrities in the world, so she's going to be more expensive. Remember, we pay for the traffic once, but then we never pay again. And this was the solution for us to getting massive amounts of traffic. So on Instagram, I started making posts. When I had Kylie Jenner, when I sponsored this growth giveaway, right? When I took part in this Launchpad here, I made a post. It got me 227,000 eyeballs. 36,000 people visited my profile. How much would 36,000 clicks cost on Facebook or Google? I mean, look, most people pay around $1 a click. Would you all agree that with pay-per-click advertising, that on average, clicks are anywhere from 50 cents to $1? Just say yes if you agree with me in that. 36,000 people clicked. That's potentially $36,000 in free traffic. And guess what? The same day, I made another post, 41,000 clicks, 237,000 people reached, 25,000 likes, 62,000. These are people that are interacting with me, right? That could be potentially $40,000 in free traffic that I got. 19,000 visitors on my next post. So I generated tens of thousands of dollars of free traffic to my profile. I paid once to become a sponsor. Remember, it could be anywhere from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 if it's like a mega celebrity, right? You get to pick and choose. And then you could generate hundreds of thousands of eyeballs, and you could generate tens of thousands of clicks and an immense amount of followers on your page because a celebrity said to follow you. And so here's a quick little case study of how it worked, okay? So when I had Kylie Jenner send me all of her followers, so all of her followers to come follow me, what happened was, oh, let me go back to that slide. It just vanished. I don't know what happened there. But I'm going to show you the viral traffic that took place, okay? So I made a post. This is my profile over here, all right? And on this page right here, I want you to take a look at all of the followers that started coming in, all right? I'm going to refresh my profile page here and check this out. Every time I refresh my Instagram page, I have more followers coming in, more likes. I mean, they're flooding in. And these people are clicking on my bio, going through my story, looking at my posts, going to my website. And I'm turning these followers here into buyers using the blueprint that Anthony and I showed you earlier, using Instagram stories, using Instagram direct messages. And this could work for e-commerce, Amazon. It could work for affiliate marketing and ClickBank, any type of product. How many of you in here feel like you could probably benefit from this type of traffic? Just type in money signs if you could benefit from this type of traffic here, right? And the best part about this is it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set this up, all right? And the method is guaranteed to flood immediate followers to your profile, immediate followers, without expensive and tricky and unreliable paid advertising, without rules and restrictions and headaches. You can quickly unlock the hidden profit tools in Instagram, where you're able to use the swipe up feature that I showed you earlier that can help you generate thousands of clicks to your store, product, or service. You immediately become a micro influencer and authority in your space. You have Instagram's most coveted feature, right? And profit tools, all because these massive growth loops with celebrities and influencers flood instant followers to your profile. And the story traffic that you can post now, the free reusable traffic, is amazing, right? So the next day after this, I posted a quick little story and I just asked people if they'd like to learn how to make money doing e-commerce. 80% of the people that saw this on my Instagram said yes. I mean, come on, these are Kylie Jenner followers. I mean, you know, it's unbelievable. There's just a very wide net that I cast, and 80% of them said yes. We got 39,000 views. That's 39,000 essentially free clicks, if you will, on my profile in less than 24 hours. It's high converting traffic, it's influenced traffic, it's massive traffic, and it's free every day. I tap into this traffic source, and we've used it to build up pages like our e-commerce brands, all sorts of different pages that we have, right? And when you get a large following on Instagram and you're able to do it on all of your different pages, if you have a page about dogs, a page about travel, a page about making money, a page about fitness, you can do as many pages as you want. This is going to help you lock in influencer deals to get more free traffic, right? The bigger your following is, the easier it is to connect, right, with other big influencers out there and do cross promotions. And listen, y'all, the fact of the matter is that Instagram's the future of brand building and sales. It truly is. 70% of 1 billion active users on Instagram say that they just use Instagram to discover products and services. Because that means that people are on Instagram to shop. They are there to discover. They're not necessarily there to socially network, right? They are there to find things that they want to buy. And this for you is huge if you can get that traffic 100% free. As a matter of fact, here's a case study where we're getting, if you look at the numbers, around $6,300 a week in free traffic, just simply posting on Instagram for free. Anthony explained to them how this one post, right, 7 times a week would amount to $6,000 in free traffic on, say, like Facebook, if we're paying for it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, first of all, you guys probably already know, but if you aren't doing any paid advertising, Facebook, YouTube, all the paid advertising networks, they charge basically an amount of money per impression. An impression just means a view. So every time they show your ad to somebody, they charge you for it. 1,000 views or 1,000 impressions on average cost us about $15, okay? So if Facebook shows our ad to 1,000 people, then it would cost us $15. All right, so I want you to take a look at this post. Look down at the bottom left-hand corner where it says impressions, 63,498. This is a simple post we made on Instagram to one of our accounts. We got 63,000 impressions. If you do the math on that and round down to say like we only have 60,000, 60 times 15 is times $15 is $900 in free traffic and visibility per post. Type number 1 in if that makes sense to you. That one single post, as much visibility as we got, as many impressions as we got, okay, would literally cost us $900 to get on Facebook. If you make that post 7 times in a week, so once a day, that's $6,300 in free traffic. If you do it every day for a solid month, that's $25,000 in free traffic, all from just posting once a day on Instagram. How many of you would rather post once a day on Instagram, get $25,000 in free traffic, than to run ads that cost you $25,000? Just say yes. Okay, this is the way that we get free traffic that really works. And here's something else about Instagram that I absolutely love. You see that other circle over there that says 47,000 in it? Right below it, it says accounts reached. 16% weren't following you. What's great about Instagram is they will actually show your ads to people who are not even following you. So like if you have an email list of 10,000 people and you send that email out, only 10,000 people are going to see it. That's it. That's the cap. That's the max. But when you have, say, I don't know, 30,000 Instagram followers, you could still have 47,000 unique people actually see your post, because Instagram will show to people what they know those people want to see. This is even more free, qualified, high targeted traffic. How many of you think this is a phenomenal way to get traffic and start making money? Just say yes. All right, I see tons and tons and tons of yeses. Now the question is, how are we gonna make money? What are we gonna do to make money? Where are we gonna make our money? And that's where I wanna talk to you about having your own loop agency. I just basically call this a built-in profit center. Now look, a lot of you might be doing e-commerce, you might have to do coaching, you might do consulting, you might have an affiliate business, you might have your own digital products, all of that stuff, and it's great. But I've always been the type of person that seizes the opportunity. If I see an opportunity to make money in a different way and in a way that I'm not doing it, I jump for it. I do it, right? And here's what I saw. I saw that the key to these loops is access. You've heard Adrian talk about this the entire time we've been on this webinar, is access, access, access. You need to have access. Well, what do you need access to? You need access to the people who are putting on the loops. Kylie Jenner isn't out there putting on a loop and dealing with that, right? The girl's a billionaire. She has someone else that does it. We call them loop managers, okay? So everybody type loop manager in the chat box, so I make sure that you are tracking. Loop managers, okay? What we're going to do is give you access to our loop managers. Now, why would we do that? Because the loop managers are going to be able to get you into the loops at the real cost of the loop. Does that make sense to everybody? No markups, no profit margins and stuff like that. True bottom line cost. Think of this like wholesale, okay? That's what we're giving you access to. We've created a Facebook group. This is a screenshot of it right here. And you can see that this is an example post, okay, of one of the people, one of the loop managers that's posting in our group. Now there's 3 different things that you can choose from, okay? So 3 different things you can choose from. Thing number 1, how many followers do you want? So when you join a loop, the loop manager can tell you about how many followers you're gonna get. Look at the first one, estimated between 100 and 300,000 new followers. That would happen in about 72 hours. How many of you can imagine your Instagram account going from 0 to 300,000 in 72 hours guaranteed? Just say yes. That gives you access to a lot of free traffic. I see tons and tons and tons of people saying yes. So the first thing you do when you go to look at one of these groups is you choose how many followers do you want, okay? The second thing you do is you choose which niche you want. Like for instance, in our example here, it says USA Fashion Mom Blogger. Okay, so this means that if you join that loop, that's gonna be a fashion model, okay, or a mom blogger that's gonna be sending you their followers. You know that probably a bunch of women are following them. So if you've got products, affiliate products, services, e-commerce products that women would buy, you probably want to join that loop. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes or no in the chat box if that makes sense. All right, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Now, the third criteria is, do you want A-list celebrities? For instance, the bottom one there says Floyd Mayweather. How many of you know who Floyd Mayweather is? Just say yes. Floyd Mayweather is one of the biggest boxers in the history of boxing. We had him right inside of here as an opportunity for all of our students to join a loop where literally Floyd Mayweather would have you on his Instagram saying to follow you, and you would be able to get an estimated 50 to 100,000 new followers. So by having access, okay, access to this group, this allows you to get the prices of every single one of these loops at wholesale. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes. All right, I see lots of yeses. Now, why does that matter? Well, if you look in the green box there, this proves that people have paid up to $1 million for a single Instagram post from Kylie Jenner. You can see it right there. But look down in the red box. Do you guys see where it says, but in the giveaways or the loops, that each brand paid about $40,000 to participate in one of those loops from, say, Kylie Jenner? Does everybody see that? Just say yes. Okay. I see lots and lots of yeses coming in. What if I told you that when Adrian and I did the Kylie Jenner loop, because we had access to the loop managers, because we weren't buying the loop from somebody else, we bought it directly from the source, we were able to get in for only $8,000. Are you connecting the dots here? That somebody made $32,000 reselling access to that Kylie Jenner loop? Just say yes if that's you. $32,000, Phil, Sierra, Brendan, Don, Ian, Nicole, Stephanie, Rasheen, Christopher, Benjamin, Kevin. We've got so many of you, Vic. $32,000 that somebody made in profit because they had access to get into that loop for only $8,000. But because it's limited to only 60 or 70 people resell the loops, okay? And this is a built-in profit opportunity for you. I'm gonna go to my whiteboard. I'm gonna do this super quick, okay? So let me just grab the presentation here really fast, show my screen. Hopefully you guys can see it. Can everybody see my screen? Just say yes, okay? Let me show you super quickly how you can start making money right now, even if you don't have a product, an affiliate product, an e-commerce product, a coaching, this, that, and the other, doesn't matter. Let me show you how to do this, okay? It's real simple. First, I'm just gonna kind of draw this out. You have the Facebook group, okay, which has the loops, okay? So you have all these loops that are posted, just like we showed you just a second ago. Then we have you, okay? So this is you, and you have access, okay? So you have access to these loops. These loops, every time that one of them posts them, they post the price of the loop. Now, it's very simple. I want you guys to watch what we do. All you do is you post a simple story on your Instagram that says, do you want more followers? And then you say, DM me. Remember my DM method? You say, send me a direct message, and boom, somebody sends you a DM and you make the sale. And here's what you do. You might sell this for $1,000, but you might only pay $100 for it, and you've made a $900 profit. How many of you can see yourself doing that? Just say yes. And here's the cool part. You're probably saying to yourself, well, wait a minute, Anthony, I don't have any followers. Why would that even matter? All that stuff. Well, guess what? You're gonna get followers when you join the loops. So as you join loops and your Instagram following grows, you will instantly have a customer base built in and ready to actually take over and buy these loops from you. How many of you can see yourself doing this? Just say yes. Now, we have another method, okay, where you can also, instead of, and I'm just gonna kind of delete this right here, okay? So option one is, and I'm just gonna highlight option one, is to do this story to DM you. Option two is, you can post a story, okay? You can post a story, and it can say, you know, you want more followers, okay? So more followers. And then it can say swipe up. Swipe up. Now remember, swipe ups are just like clicks, right? So when somebody swipes up, we can put them into a funnel, okay? And we've already built this funnel for you, and all this funnel does is it asks for their email address. After you get their email address, you can make the sale, but you're also building your list. How many of you know that the key and the money is in an email list? Just say yes, okay? Boom. You now can grow your list, okay, plus make the money at the same exact time. Now, what if I told you that I've already built this entire funnel for you? That's done for you. What if I told you that these story swipe up templates were already done for you and I would give them to you? And what if I told you that the DM script, what you need to say in your stories, is already done for you? How many of you would say you could do this? Just type number one in if you think you could do it. Okay, I see tons of ones. Adrian, grab the screen and let's talk to people about why they should not buy followers
and why they should absolutely do exactly what we're teaching right now.
For sure. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the screen right now. So you all should be able to see my screen come up here in just a minute. All right, so my screen is back up, and yeah, you shouldn't, a lot of people think, oh, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of fake followers so I can look like I'm popular or look like my business is doing well. But the fact of the matter is people aren't stupid. You know, I mean, if you have a bunch of followers and no comments or likes, you know, people are gonna know it's fake. And that's why we wanna show you that our method actually works with students right here like Renette Balanas over here. She said for 3 years, she struggled to get to 10,000 followers and she got stuck. She just couldn't pass 7,500 followers. Remember, you gotta have 10,000 followers to unlock all those profit tools for swipe ups. She did one single, she had access to our influencer network, our private group where you can get access to all of these giveaways and loops from celebrities, right? And legitimately, in an hour, she went to 11,000 followers and 250 comments. So 3 years, she tried to do something and she tapped into our network. She got access, right? Remember, that's the key to actually having success is access. And she went to 11,000 followers right there. Justin Pierce, he gained 11,800 followers. Brand new Instagram account, right? Ellie Martinez, 3,000 followers in just 24 hours. You see what I'm saying here? When you have access, you can explode influenced growth to your Instagram pages for any niche, for any business. One of these is an internet company on how to make money. Another one of these is a beauty store business. All right, I don't even know what this one is over here on the right-hand side, right? But they got 3,000 followers really fast. Then Chris Rivas, right? He went from 15 followers for his, looks like a CBD business to 10,600 followers in a single day. He unlocked the swipe up tool, became a micro influencer, and got an immense amount of traffic. Paul McDonald, 24,000 followers in a single day. And you can see up there where he said, thanks guys for this. Kevin Victor used one of the strategies Anthony just drew out, right? He used the funnel to collect an email list and got 1,887 leads in 12 hours. Now, if you go back to the beginning of this presentation, all right, the very, very, very beginning of this presentation where Anthony and I were showing you the value of leads. Does everybody see where Kevin got 1,887 leads? Does everybody see that? Say yes, 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 yes. All right, well, what is the value of a lead? Well, for me and Anthony specifically, everybody's going to be different, but you can see right there, the average value of a lead for Anthony is $11.69. The average value of a lead for me is $5.85. Is everybody making this connection, right? So these are extremely beneficial, extremely like very high quality leads that these people are getting to their businesses, all because they have access like Kevin Victor does here to our private Launchpad network of viral influencers, right? Then you've got over here Phyllis, who went from 0 to 32,000 followers. Derek, who did 42,000 followers, right? You got Derek, who went into his second loop, his second, he's like, this works. Obviously, if it works the first time, you're going to want to do it again and again and again. But another thing to note is if you're actually reselling and arbitraging these loops, where since you have access, you can sell it for a profit, right? Your customers are going to passively come back over and over and over and over again because they're going to want to continue to grow their following. Because when you start with nothing and your mind is blown in 24 hours and you end up a micro influencer with authority in the space, all the profit tools unlocked, like this student right here, you're going to keep coming back for more. All right. So how many of you in here are ready? You want to tap into our private network. You want access to our private network where you can do what these students are doing right here, where this person went from 1,000 followers and a measly 415 visitors in 7 days to 5,700 visitors and 12,000 new followers, right? How many of you are ready for that? Let's just say go, 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 go. Listen, it's important that you know exactly what you're going to get with what we're about to present, all right? We want you to make a logical decision, and we want you to see this is the future. This is what you should be doing. This is the future of marketing, and you are now you're on this webinar, you're on the cutting edge. You're on the forefront of something that is going to change the game forever. All right. And we're doing something for you that we've never done before. And this is only going to be available to our first few new members. I think the number, to be exact, that we have available is 25 slots to access to this. All right. So we have to be able to help everyone that joins us. So we don't want to overpromise. We want to only take on as many people as we know we can actually help. So I want you to pay close attention. First things first. All right, we want you to get access to our Instagram Profit Academy. So if you've never done anything on Instagram before, no matter what type of business you have, this is a step-by-step training of literally over-the-shoulder style videos. It's going to teach you exactly how to start an Instagram, set it up legitimately in less than 10 to 15 minutes, with everything done the right way for any business, for any niche, for any service, no matter if it's digital marketing, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, personal branding, agencies, and how to explode your brand overnight. So this full course is going to take you from zero to hero with Instagram. Anybody can take this and come out knowing exactly how to set up Instagram profiles that are primed and prepped to generate sales. All right, so that's number one, is the training. Then we're going to give you 4 big bonuses. These are we're only 25 people here, okay? So pay close attention. Number one is we're going to give you access to our private Instagram influencer network. This is direct access to a list of all of the upcoming and exclusive influencer and celebrity loops. You can go in, you can choose what influencers you want to work with and how many followers you want to get, and you can explode any Instagram page with followers overnight. Now remember, it's not always celebrities. Oftentimes it's just really big famous influencers. So this right here was a $21,000 value because Anthony and I spent tens of thousands of dollars getting access, trying to get in good in this network, right? So you can see here, and you've seen the screenshot now 3 times this presentation because it's important, is you're going to get into our private group, right? This network. And then our loop are these loop managers, the people that put on these big explosive growth campaigns. They're going to post all the options every month in the group, and you just kind of go in and choose. Do you want to gain 15,000 followers from the United States? Do you want to do this campaign that can get you 100,000 followers? And they'll list how much each of these costs, because it is important for you to understand that the loops do require that you invest one time. But once you get the followers from these loops, they're yours. You own and control the traffic at that point, and you can tap into it for free over and over and over and over and over and over again. So this is way better than buying a Facebook ad, right? It's long-term traffic. So you're going to get access to our network, right? Then you're going to get access to our engagement group. Now, this is our unfair advantage that we can use to force every Instagram post that we make to go more viral and get more traffic, right? Like Anthony was showing you earlier, this is how you get all of your posts to become very, very engaging viral posts. You're going to get access to this. Again, this is not something that we're doing for everyone. Engagement pods like this are really dependent on everyone being active and actually putting in an effort. So we want to make sure that our most active and fast action takers are in this group. Number 3 is Anthony's 30K arbitrage funnel, right? Some people are making tens of thousands of dollars reselling the Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, and all of these other big loops. They resell them and they pocket a profit. They're legitimately, just selling access, right? So you're going to get the done for you funnel. Anthony has built for you legitimately a done for you funnel. All you have to do is click it and boom, it is yours. And now you can start generating sales using our blueprint, just reselling the loops. Why? Because you have access to the group, right? Where you can resell them. You're also going to get our celebrity endorsement blueprint. So this is how one business got 132 mega influencers and celebrities to endorse his brand completely free, which is massive, massive, massive. I mean, this is really big for long-term traffic. And then you're going to get our influencer travel hacks bonus, which is going to show you a hidden tool that auto messages big businesses that's designed to help you get free travel and free meals. It's really neat how that works. That's just kind of a little freebie we wanted to add in. So the total value of all of the stuff that we're giving you access to is $30,000, and that's not a made-up number. That is a real legitimate number. We have spent well over $30,000 putting this together, getting the access, doing this ourselves, and you're going to get it for pennies on the dollar, right? And again, we're helping you like we've never helped anyone before. So I want you to get ready to take fast action, because this is first come, first serve. There is a strict max cutoff limit of 25 people here. And we know that you would agree this is a massive opportunity that you've never seen before. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. So we're not going to bicker about, we were going to sell it for this and you could have got access for that, but we did this and we did that and we marked the price down 30 times. We're just going to tell you what the investment is. We're going to give you the link. We're going to give you a massive discount code that you can use to save 50%, and you can choose to get in right now and be one of the first 25 people. And we also have about 6 other bonuses that we're about to show you. So Anthony, explain to them what's going to happen when they go to this link that's on the screen right now. And
yeah, Adrian, absolutely. So what's going to happen is, guys, you can go to the link that you see on the screen. I'm going to go on and put that in the chat box. It's in there now. The first 25 people are going to get access. And what's going to happen is Adrian's going to change the screen up here because we want to show you guys the actual order form. So check this out. This is our order form. Can everybody see that? Okay, great. So now if you look at the very, very bottom, you'll see where it says the discount code is FAST. Look down at the very bottom. That's where you're going to type in the word FAST, F-A-S-T, and you type it in lowercase, and then you hit apply discount. Once you do that, that's going to discount the price. You're going to have one single payment of $1,998.50. You get a full 50% off if you put in this discount code, but it is only available for the first 25 people. And because you guys stayed on here, we are actually going to up our cash giveaway to $1,000. We're going to bring Peng on in just a second. We're going to give away $1,000 cash live on the webinar. How many of you excited about that? Just say yes. $1,000 cash giveaway coming up. So don't get off. Pay close attention. Adrian, let's go really quickly and show them the inside of the CRM. Here it is. This is where we can prove to you guys we have this set for 25 people to get access to this discount code. That is it. And once we get beyond that, there will be no more. So if you go to the URL that you see on the screen, enrollig.com/Peng, you put in that discount code, you get 50% off. If you're one of the first 25 people in, then obviously you are going to absolutely crush it with all of the bonuses. Adrian, let's go to the next slide, because guys, while you're getting enrolled, I'll let you know how many people and how many bonuses we still have available, okay? I want to welcome Sheldon, who just got in. So we got 24 of our bonuses. So Sheldon is the very first person to get in. But we've also got some other bonuses for you. Bonus number 5 is our plug-in profit Insta Arsenal. This is the story templates. Remember I told you guys the key to this is the stories, okay? It's literally getting story swipe ups. In fact, I'm going to share my webcam here and just say hey to everybody. So what's up, everybody? Anthony here. I like to keep my webcam off while we're going through the training so you guys can focus and see a bigger screen. But these story templates are amazing. We use them. They generate more swipe ups. Swipe ups are clicks. Swipe ups are traffic. Traffic is what makes you money. You're going to get these completely free. Bonus number 6. I'm going to show you this one. You guys are going to trip out when you see this. Pay very close attention, because this in and of itself, when Adrian switches this to the next screen, you are going to trip out when you see this. Bonus number 6 is our Automated List Builder Pro software. This software is actually being sold on our website right this minute for $2,000. You can go on there right now. It's called Mobile Opt-in. It's $2,000. I'm giving it to you completely free because I talked with Peng. He said, listen, my students want to be able to make good money. They want to be able to build their list. This software is a mobile list building product that we built. What it does is it allows you to build your email list by getting the email address that is stored in people's cell phones. One of the biggest issues we have in the industry when you're building your list as a company is you get fake email addresses. Fake email addresses are the bane of our existence. This guarantees every single time you get an email list or an email subscriber, it is a real subscriber and not a fake subscriber. So we use this, we absolutely crush it with this. I think you will be able to as well. So you're going to get this software completely free. You can use it with anything. It doesn't have to be just used with Instagram. You can use it with anything, but you're going to absolutely love this, okay? I want to welcome Dominic. We're down to 23 of our bonuses, And Adrian, go ahead and show them the next bonus and talk to them about this literally this profit multiplier that you're going to include completely free.
Yeah, so I wanted to throw in a bonus too. This is something I've never given away free before. It gives me an unfair advantage with my paid ads, because listen, you're going to build up a massive following on Instagram. You can use this to also build up huge followings on Facebook. And this software called Audience Accelerator helps me multiply my profits, accelerate dramatically the laser targeted traffic that I'm able to push my ads to. And essentially what it does is it unlocks hidden targeting that you can't unlock inside of your typical Facebook ads platform. We have approved access to the Facebook platform to give us some special features that nobody else gets access to, just, unless they have a software like this. So you can kind of see in the video, it mass creates targeted audiences of your most targeted, most engaged followers on Instagram, people that are watching your videos, liking your posts, going through your stories. These are the people that if you are going to spend money on ads, these are the people that you want to make sure that you're spending that money to target, because they're probably going to render a better return on investment. Now, this is typically $250 a year or $240 a year per Facebook account. I'm going to give you unlimited licenses to this for as many Facebook ad accounts and Instagrams as you would like. And then we're also going to give you Anthony's DM profit script. This is important because, and I'll let Anthony talk about this, but it's important because someone like me, I didn't know what to say necessarily with the direct messages, because I'm used to just doing ads and letting that do all the talking for me. And Anthony gave me his script and I immediately implemented it with a completely different business and was able to start seeing sales like clockwork. So Anthony, explain to them like what you gave me and how we're now giving it to them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like copy with your email, right? It's just like email copy. Okay. What we do is we've put together the exact copy that I use in order to crush it in the direct messages. And email copy, you guys know, can be really, really expensive. But what I've done is I've put this together for you completely free. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to do anything. It's literally copy and paste. You can use the script that I designed that generates the sales and creates the sales inside of your direct messages, so you're not having to try to figure out what is all this, right? So this is an awesome bonus. How many of you feel like this bonus might help you close some sales in your direct messages? Just say yes. And remember, if you don't have a specific product for your direct messages to sell, you can always resell the loops, okay? And by the way, first of all, a couple of quick things. We've had a few people that tried to get in, and I see tons of people saying yes. Remember, we do limit the discount and the access to these bonuses, which includes the loops. So you do need to jump in right now if you are getting in. If you're on the order form, feel free to type in progress in the question box. Just type in progress in, and our team will hold those bonus slots for you, because there are only 25 and there's a ton. Well, actually we have 23 left, and there's a ton of people on here. Another bonus that we're giving you is, listen, if you want to be able to crush it online, and let's just say that you don't have a profit center, you don't know how you're going to make money, okay? We're going to teach you affiliate marketing and e-commerce, because these are two of the ways that we absolutely crush it, two of the ways we make a lot of money. Adrian makes a ton of money with e-commerce. I make a ton of money with affiliate marketing. And so what we decided to do is give you two of our courses completely free. These are not courses that we initially said, hey, let's give these away. But what we wanted to do is make it so that if you get enrolled tonight inside of the IG Mastery course, you've got everything you need to be able to profit, even if you don't already currently have a business. You can do affiliate marketing, you can do e-commerce, you can resell the loops. And of course, if you've got an existing business, you can clearly make money from that existing business. Now, the question is, are we here to help you long-term? The answer is yes. Adrian and I are going to give you live coaching with us every single week, twice a week, when you enroll with IG Mastery. That's live on webinars just like this one, okay? And you get access to it completely free when you join tonight. So Adrian is on Tuesday nights. He talks about Facebook and e-commerce. I'm on Thursday nights, and I talk a lot about digital marketing, email marketing, and affiliate marketing, okay? So no matter what you want to learn, you can tune in to those coaching sessions, live coaching sessions, by the way, with us every single week, and you get that completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no hidden rebills or anything like that. It is completely free. How many of you would like live coaching with us every single week? Just say yes, okay? I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Gosh, tons of yeses coming in. By the way, we are down to 17. My team is telling me we have 17 of our fast action bonuses left, so 17 of them left. This is the full stack. Like, this is everything that you get, okay? So tons and tons of obviously of bonuses, but the whole reason we put these bonuses together for you guys is we wanted to make this a no-brainer. We wanted to make this something where you look at it and you're like, okay, this makes sense. I gotta be in, I gotta make this work. I have to have access to this, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to do you well, right? And this is what's going to help for your business. This does work all around the world. I see some people asking questions. I mean, each country has different types of followers. Currently, my wife is in a loop right now with someone from Mexico. She's doing some Spanish stuff, and so she's in a loop from Mexico. So in Spanish speaking, right? So there are tons and tons and tons of opportunities here for you to be able to get in and for you to be able to take advantage of this in any specific country that you want, right? So it should be pretty simple for this. Renee says, I don't know how to get into the site. Renee, all you got to do is go to this link, okay? The link is posted inside of the chat box. I'm going to post it one more time for you guys. It's enrollig.com/Peng, all right? So we're gonna go to a Q&A session here real quick. We're gonna give the cash prize away in a second. We've got Peng on here with us as well. And we're gonna pull up the Q&A slide, Adrian. And if you guys have specific questions, if you're trying to get enrolled and you've got a specific question about the course, about what you're gonna get, where it works, all of these things, we're happy to answer that. We're going to keep you updated on where we're at in the sales process. Benjamin says, does it work in Malaysia and in the real estate industry? We actually have one of the #1 real estate guys in America that does these loops with us. So absolutely, it works in the real estate industry, and it works all over the world, right? So there's not anything that you have to. I want everybody to understand that it doesn't matter where you are in the world. This still works. So if does it work in my country? Does it work in my area? The answer is yes. It always has, and it always will. We have yet to find anything that it doesn't work in. Someone says,
I wanted to just add in on this part over here, Anthony, because Anthony doesn't know this story, and I was just telling him about it. But here's what happened. In recent months, I have been getting a lot of DMs saying, hey, Peng Joon, been a huge fan. One of the things that we do is we are an agency. We can help you build a following, and there's all these different giveaways happening right now. And there were really big names in there. And you know what? I spend a lot of money. I'd say close to about 6 figures now on these shout outs and giveaways and these campaigns. And now that when I'm seeing this, because this is the first time I'm seeing this presentation as well, and I actually texted Anthony and I said, dude, it all makes sense now. It's like all these people. So does it work? I have been a customer all this while, and I'm gonna show you guys the email in a second. But I literally just bought this course myself, and the reason for that is I know that the amount of money I will save just dealing direct now, rather than with all these different agencies, which now I know as a reseller, just that alone is gonna save me an insane amount of money. So understand that it's not just about building an agency, but also if you want to use this entire strategy to build your own following, you now have access to deal direct with all these key people, and that was insane. So I just want to add that in. So yes, definitely it will work, because as long as you want to help someone who wants to build a following on Instagram, it will work.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely will. And Peng, we also had someone ask about, I just wanted to pull this up. Someone asked us if we had a flexible payment plan to help people get enrolled. How many of you would be able to benefit if we gave you a flexible payment plan? Just say yes. If we broke this thing down into flexible payments for you, just say yes in the chat box. My team is going to log your name. I see tons and tons of yeses. So here's the thing. We usually do not offer this unless we don't fill up our 25 slots. But I know that you and I talked beforehand, and you said, look, man, I want all of my students to get enrolled in this. I want all of my students to have access to this. What can you do? And I see lots of people that are saying yes. So here's what we can do. Adrian's going to pull up a slide. I think he's having to actually make it right now. But he's going to pull up a slide where we're going to break this thing down for you guys into a flexible payment plan where you're able to get in right now, tonight, okay? And break these payments down and only pay one payment of $597 tonight. and then an additional 3 payments of $597. So it's a total of 4 payments. If you look on the screen right here, if you go to enrollig.com/pingflex, okay? So enrollig.com/pingflex, we will hook you up with a payment plan, 4 payments of $597. So that means you can get enrolled right now, get full access, have access to all of the loops, have access to all of the bonuses, as long as you're one of the first 25 to get enrolled, and you can do it on the flexible payment plan, okay? Now, this is gonna go really, really fast. We already know this, we're very aware of this, but we wanna make it available so everybody can get enrolled and everybody can take advantage of it. Please do note one thing, because Peng, we're always super transparent with everything that we do. If you're making a decision to get enrolled right now and you're saying, okay, I gotta do this, I wanna be in on this, the single payment plan is 50% off. So you pay one payment of $1,998.50, okay? And that's it. One payment, no monthly fees, no extra fees, none of that, okay? The flexible payment plan is 4 payments of $597, which means you can get enrolled tonight for, you know, $597. If you do that math, the flexible payment plan does cost a little bit more. So if you enroll as the single pay option, you're going to save even more money. But tonight is really all about getting everybody enrolled, getting everybody access, because thing like we've talked about, access is really the key to having massive success, right? How many of you in here want access? Just say yes, okay? There are tons and tons of you in here. I know lots and lots of you are on the order form. And if you've got questions, feel free to put them in. I did see a question earlier about just what do we teach in the actual course itself, because our course is full of, like, literally, man, it's full of training, teaching people how to monetize these loops, because it's kind of a 2-part process. Part 1 is gain access so that you can do these loops, so that you can get access to the loops at, like you said, and save a fortune on them, right? But the second part is, how do you turn those new followers into cash? How do you turn a follower into money, much like you do an email list or a click or anything like that? And the answer to that is all inside of our course. We have a ton of stuff inside of our course that's teaching people how to turn this into and convert these new followers into cash. And that's what it's really all about, right? Is turning them into money. I'm sure that you would probably want to tell your audience what you think about that. I want to make sure they understand it's a full course. It's not just access to the loops. Does that make sense?
And by the way, guys, I wanted to chime in on these bonuses, and I wanted to share my screen because you guys don't know this yet, but I actually prepared a bonus as well on my end to support you guys with this decision, because I know for myself I'm gonna be going through this, and I need to go to webinar, so I'm gonna have to see how I can share my screen. Okay, so are you guys able to see my screen?
We are.
Yeah, okay, so this right here, I just want to share with you like what the bonus is. So recently, I promoted Russell Brunson's Traffic Secrets. He did an entire launch, and we did like over about $600,000 in sales, and promoting an affiliate product. So this wasn't my product, it was basically his book. There was a webinar at the end as well, and I wanted to be able to share with you how I actually won that contest and became that #1 affiliate. And it's not just the entire training and strategy, but for those of you that make that investment today, I'm going to give you all of the emails, all of the ads, and all of the resources that I utilized in order to win this contest and do about $600,000 in sales. Now, if you've been marketing online, you will know that there are people out there who perhaps have done $10,000 in sales, and then they're selling some $997 course. This is an actual case study of exactly what I did, the content that I put out, how I built up my audience, how I targeted them, how I retargeted them, the entire strategy, but all of the resources as well. So this is truly something that's behind the scenes. It's not just the training. I give you the actual ads and resources so that you can utilize them regardless of the niche, regardless of what industry or who it is that you serve. You'll be able to rewrite them, utilize them, because the concepts and the strategies are still the same. So these are for those of you who are decisive, that knows that this is something you need to do. This would be an added bonus that I'm going to give out on my end for today. So all you do is utilize that link, and I think we can go to the Q&A.
Absolutely. Adrian, why don't you grab the screen? We've got a few more slides to share. I also want to welcome Edmund, Mary, and Kasheva to Instagram Mastery. We now have 9 of our fast action bonuses left. I see a lot of people that are typing in progress. If you're actually on the order form and you're getting ready to enroll, whether it's the flexible payment plan or the single payment plan, please type in progress in the chat box, because there's so many of you on here. This happened, Peng, you know, I sent you, Bob Proctor did a webinar with us, and we had this many people on, and what happened was there were a lot of people that literally didn't get in the webinar. There were a lot of people that didn't get the bonuses because there were just so many people on, right? And so super important that it's not that we're trying to rush you to make a decision, but if you have already made the decision that you're going to get enrolled, please take action, do it now. Eric asked what the intervals are on the flexible payment plan. Eric, it's just monthly. So it's one payment tonight of $597, and then it's monthly payments of $597 until you complete 3 additional payments. So it's 4 in total. It does work in Malaysia. It works in every country. And you listen, I think Adrian kind of says it all on the screen, right? You don't have to have a lot of experience to do this. I actually am doing this for my wife right now. My wife had no followers. I think she had like 4,000 followers. And in the last 48 hours, she's now over 20,000 followers. And she's in the yoga industry. So she teaches yoga, and she's got a local studio here where we live. And she absolutely like loves yoga. And so we've now built her a brand using this exact strategy. So I'm even using this with my own family. So and she has no experience with anything like this. She has none at all. And you don't have to have any, because this absolutely does work, and it can work from anywhere in the world. So I'm not answering any more questions of does it work in X country, because I've already told you it works everywhere. So super important that you guys know that. Adrian, let's move on to the next slide, because I want to make sure that people understand that we really have eliminated all the obstacles, okay? The obstacles to being successful, especially with something like Instagram, usually are access, right? It's usually the fact that you just simply don't have the access to get where you need to get to, right? This is super low risk. There's virtually no competition in this. You are guaranteed. And Peng, I want to make this very clear, because I don't know if we've even said this yet to your students. We guarantee you, if you do this, you will get results. Like, we 100%, we're recording this. We guarantee if you get this course, you follow what we show you to do, and you join one of these loops, you will get the followers. It absolutely will happen. It's guaranteed. There's no, somebody asked earlier, you know, some people fail, some people don't, you know, what's the difference? I'll tell you this course and what we're doing, growing Instagram accounts like this, 0 failure rate. If you do it, you will succeed. This is not one of those things where it works for somebody and it doesn't work for other people. It legitimately will work for every single one of you that are on here, but you've got to be willing to take the action and take the first step by getting enrolled, because anyone can use this strategy, right? And that's what this next slide shows. It's like, it doesn't matter what industry you are in, whether it's e-commerce, and I think Adrian's going to pull it up here in a second, e-commerce, coaches and authors use this, affiliate marketers use this, local businesses use this. I saw somebody in here said they had a local business thing, and they said, you know, why would I want a bunch of followers? Well, it's real simple. If you've got a local business, and it doesn't matter what country that local business is in, if you've got one, people now look up your Instagram to determine your validity. Like, that's just the way it is. So like, we have a local gym here, and the guy was like, man, I want to have all these Instagram followers. And I asked him, I said, why do you want all these Instagram followers? You own a gym. Like, what's the point? And he said, because when people look me up online, I want them to think we have the biggest gym and the best gym, because that's going to get more people to enroll in our gym. And he's right. And so it doesn't matter what industry you're in. having a big Instagram following is important, and also having the traffic that you can generate from it is important. I do want to make one quick announcement. Dion, Beth, Jolynn, and I think a couple others, if your credit card declines, because I see a few of you have had declined credit cards, I think Beth just got in, you might want to flip your card over, dial the number on the back, talk to your bank, and then try again, or try a different credit card. So it's not our system that's declining it. Trust me, it is your bank, and it does happen. So yeah. So anyway, listen, there's obviously a limitation on this, right? And that's what this next slide is really all about. It's
Anthony,
about limitation.
before we pull up that next slide, I'm seeing a lot of people just ask questions about the course and stuff. I want to show you all something. This is the group that you're going to get access to, and our students that are getting in this course already and getting into the loops already are already seeing results. You can see right here that just a couple of days ago, Dana Lynn said, I actually started out with 490 followers before this loop. And her friend was watching the page and was freaking out and started actually screen recording because the followers were going up so fast. And what's really funny is she says, these screenshots were taken 25 minutes after each other. I grew over 3,000 followers in 25 minutes. And I had to leave the Zoom workshop I was in because the notifications were raining in, because you're going to get massive traffic when you get in these loops. And you can see here, she went up to 7,000 followers just like that in 25 minutes or so. And then we had, just recently, we posted this Kim Kardashian one. So this is one like me and Anthony did. So you'll be able to get access to Kim Kardashian loops. Here's another student that came in. So y'all can see some real student results, who said from Friday, we did at 2:30 p.m., we got into a loop that guaranteed 5,000 followers. We started with 8,486 followers. By at 4 p.m., 2 hours, actually like an hour and a half, we already surpassed 10,000 followers. Now they've unlocked the swipe up feature, which is what you really need on Instagram to get massive traffic. 5 p.m., they have 14,000 followers. Now the next question that we get is, how many followers do you actually keep? Because let's be honest, not everybody that follows you is going to continue to follow you forever. That's why Anthony and I have a blueprint that we put on our Instagrams. We have a certain set of simple steps that we take on our Instagram accounts to ensure that we keep as many followers as possible. The average stick rate for us is about 70%. So if we get 100,000 new followers, about 70,000 of them are actually going to stick. Now that's 70,000 people that I can market to every single day for free. So don't think about, okay, well, I have to pay to get into a loop, and it's $200 to $300 to get 10,000 followers, whatever it may be. Understand that if you're paying for ads, and Peng, I know that you pay for a lot of ads because I see your ads all over the place. Every day you wake up, you're chasing the dollar. You're spending money to make money, spending money to make money. But with the loops, you invest money one time, be it a small amount or a large amount, but you don't have to spend any more money. You got the customers. You can continue to advertise to those customers, and you can see that they went up to over 14,000 followers. And the course that you're going to get access to, and by the way, the links are still on the bottom of the screen. On the left-hand side is the full pay, discount code is FAST. The right side with Flex is the payment plan. But this is the course that you're going to get access to. So if you're a complete beginner, you know nothing, you're going to get access to a step-by-step, over-the-shoulder style training where Anthony and I filmed our screens. And for complete beginners that don't even have an Instagram account, like legit, we record ourselves setting up an Instagram account. I can't believe we did that, but because it takes 30 seconds, but that's in there. But then we go into influencer shout outs, and we go over case studies where I show you exactly what to do during an Instagram loop so you can monetize those followers and turn them into cash. You get to see real time the loops happening on some of my own Instagram profiles. And we go over how to do the done for you agency, the e-commerce model, the affiliate marketing model. So you're gonna have access to all of these modules in here. And someone said, how long do we have access for? You have access unlimited. In other words, there is no end period. You have full support. Me and Anthony answer support tickets, and we're never gonna deny you and say, oh, it's been 90 days, so you have to spend more money if you want our help. We have a no man left behind policy. And this is how we've been able to grow accounts like Cashflow to 44,000 followers, don't even use our face, all the way to our personal accounts like mine right here that are crushing it every day and making us money. So I did just want to point those things out, Anthony, because I think it's important that people don't just see slides, they see actual student results. We have hundreds of students in the group right now. But like you were about to say, there is an urgent limitation. And that is, this isn't just like a course, you know, where it's available forever and everybody can just kind of come and get in at their leisure. The loops are limited, right? There's limited spots. Like Kim Kardashian, when she does this, is only going to have 70 people in the loop. So the loop managers, the people that we're giving you access to, they essentially have given us a max number of members that we can let into the group right now, based off of how many loops are going to be available moving forward. And that's why we have to limit how many people can get in this. Can you buy the course itself later on down the road? Probably, but access to the group, which is really where the meat and potatoes is, if you want the explosive growth, that's going to be something that, you know, just it has to be super limited. So any other questions you have in here? I can't pronounce that name, says results are absolutely crazy. I'm in progress. But any other questions, Anthony or Peng, that you saw that we can answer?
Yeah, I would love to share my screen to just double down on one of the things that you mentioned. Can somebody help me do
Sure.
that? I'm like really
Yeah,
bad with this.
I'll make you the presenter.
Okay, so are you able to see my screen? Okay, show my screen. Okay, are you able to see this?
Yep.
Okay, so guys, I wanted to show you guys like how I have been growing my Instagram account and how, first of all, you'll see that in terms of the last 1 year, this growth has been, I kind of started Instagram being active on it in mid of 2018. Okay, that's when it caught my attention. And that's when I started. And you'll see that this growth over here, this is really due to like the giveaways that was talked about over here. And what was huge for me was how I grew this and accelerated my growth was a lot of these shout out campaigns and giveaway campaigns. But like I mentioned, what I didn't know was I was paying retail price for these giveaways, working with these different agencies, because that's what I thought is normal. But just from this alone, and here's the thing, I'm still paying for it. I'm still happy to be paying for it because I'm still able to monetize that despite paying at retail. So what is this purpose of building this following? It is because with the following, I'm still able to do my swipe up campaigns. People are still going to my funnels, and when they go to my funnels, I'm still able to monetize, and I'm still building my and fueling the growth of my Instagram. But now with this thing in place, I don't need to be paying at retail anymore. I could be paying at wholesale by dealing direct with the managers, and that alone itself is a no-brainer for me. Now, I could have very well just gone to either Anthony or Adrian and said, hey, bro, could you give me access? And they would have obviously gladly done it. But you know what? I paid for it. Just like I mentioned, I swipe my card because I know that those who pay attention. And even though I already have access to these guys, because I wanted to look through the entire training. So even though I had access to it, you know what? I'm invested just like you guys because I know that those who pay attention. So I paid that $2,000 and I'm gonna be there as a student with you guys as well because I know just from that growth loops alone, it's gonna be the ROI on that is insane. I had no idea that was actually part of the training. So
Hey, Peng, if you want to do something, first of all, welcome Jolynn and Simon. We have 4 of our bonus slots. Peng, can you pull back up your screen and do the social blade? Type in my wife's Instagram and I'll show you guys. She's in a loop right now. I'm going to show you what happens. Her Instagram is just Alexa, Alexa, Morrison, Morrison. All right, let's see if it pulls up her Instagram because she just went. That's her.
I think it's
username.
Alexa Ray, Anthony.
My wife's gonna kill me if I don't know her Instagram. Let's see. It might be Alexa Ray. I just figured I'd show you. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Alexa Ray. So ALX or Alexa, Alexa, and then RAE, and then Morrison, Morrison. I actually thought it was just Alexa Morrison. So this tells you my wife will probably be very angry if she watches this replay. So let's see if this pulls her graph up. Can you find that graph to see the spikes in hers? I don't know where you went to see that
You
graph.
can actually just see down there the dates where it shows every day. She gained 495, 1,300, then 4,000.
Yeah, see that right there, Peng? That's literally happening live. So this is my own wife. She's my last name. And you can see that where we start like this loop, plus 4,000 followers on the 28th, 1,300 on on that day, 495 literally today. So this is a small loop that we put her in. She's gained 20,000. If you go, you can see this is lagged behind a little bit because this says 14,000 followers. She's gained another 5. So she's in a loop herself, right? Like we put my own wife is doing this. So this is stuff that we do. And Idlin says, wow, it's working. That's right, it works. This is live, like today, this is happening. And if you were to go to her Instagram account, which feel free to do and verify, check this out. That thing says on the 30th this morning when it checked, it had 14,000 followers, but she actually has 20,000 followers. She's gained 5,000 more followers today. So everybody says it's working. Adrian, you can feel free to grab the screen. I just wanted to throw that out and let you guys see that, like, we do this internally. Like, our wives are doing this. Welcome to Matthew. Matthew is in. Welcome to Matthew. So we got Matthew, and we have 3 of our bonus slots left. Okay, so 3 bonus slots are left. We're happy to do any Q&A if you guys have specific questions. Look,
Anthony,
we're committed
I
to
saw
your
a question.
success.
I saw a question about support. You know, we're just jumping around. We got slides, but you know, sometimes just going through slides is kind of boring, and we're going with the flow. But yeah, we've had a lot of questions about support and how that works. We have unlimited support. This is not virtual assistants that don't actually do this stuff. It's me, my brother, and our internal team that runs our Instagrams. And you have unlimited access to that. So you'll want to utilize that because we can look at your business and we can look at what offer you're promoting, and we can help you by telling you this is how we would frame this promotion with this influencer so you can get the most out of it. The other question was, how much time does it take to run this business? How many hours per day do we need to put in this? I personally put about 15 minutes in a day. The reason is because once you make a post on Instagram, it's just there. All the traffic is coming in every single day throughout the day, right? So I'm generating thousands of dollars from promotions on Instagram for about 15 minutes a day of work. For those of you that don't want to go on Instagram and don't want to make a post on your story or a newsfeed post or answer a DM, you could do what Anthony does. Anthony, you know, doesn't even really log into Instagram. He just has one of his team members run everything. They answer a lot of his DMs, they post a lot of his content, so it can be fully automated. This is not something that takes a lot of time to do, but it's something that can potentially produce, you know, a full-time or at least a part-time supplemental income to your business. And the fact of the matter is that this opportunity right here is the only thing in the world right now that can really guarantee results. You can go do Facebook ads, you can go do shout outs, kind of like Peng was doing and paying, you know, full price for those. And you don't really know what you're going to get. A celebrity or a influencer shout out typically, and Peng, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen all the ones you've done, is you pay them and they'll make a post and they'll leave it up for 24 to 48 hours. And they're just like, here's why you should follow Peng or whatever. Is that right?
Yep, 100%.
But there's no incentive, right? There's no incentive for people to really follow Peng other than they just recommended them. But with these loops, the incentive is massive cash prizes from huge celebrities. So it literally 10x's, and I don't like that term, but it really does, like 10 to 20x the amount of followers you get because it's incentivizing people to come follow your profile. And once they're there, they're curious. They're wondering, how is Peng connected to this influencer that I follow? How is Adrian connected to Kylie Jenner? And these big celebrities and big influencers have such a wide variety of followers from all over the world. What we found is that different things actually work, right? When we're promoting different things to our audiences, for example, this is another one of my Instagrams that me and Anthony run for our e-commerce business. I was like, yo, let's just start selling some jewelry on an e-commerce store. And so we got 116 followers over here. And you can see that we ran, it's somewhere down here, but there we go, the Kylie Jenner promotion for this page. We also did it for our other one called bracelets, where we just sell bracelets. So there's so many different things that you can use this for. And right now you have the opportunity to get a massive edge on everybody else in the industry. People spend years trying to get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 followers. Now you could do it overnight. And if you're going to grow your Instagram, which you should be, or you really should be, it truly is the future. There's two ways to do it. You can do it the yourself way, and you can make mistakes and you can kind of fail your way to success. You can go and pay massive 2, 3, 4x marked up prices for shout outs like Peng said he had done, because you don't know what it is you don't know. Or you can go the other way, the shortcut, and you can take the money, because you're going to spend it one way or another, and you can invest it to get those wholesale prices, to get that access, to get that mentorship. How many of you in here would agree that you probably, if you really are trying to grow your Instagram and market your business on Instagram, you probably would spend $2,000 just making mistakes over the next, let's just call it 6 months. Type in 2K. If you would agree that you would probably spend $2,000 just making mistakes and having nothing to show for it other than bumps, bruises, stress. I see Zach, Amy, Derek, Truman. I know that's true as well, because me and Anthony did it. Anthony, I think you spent about $15,000, completely wasted it, doing it the wrong way. You had nothing. As a matter of fact, you had to delete your entire Instagram because you ended up doing something that got fake followers by accident, and it ruined your whole Instagram. You had to start over, which sucked. I spent about $30,000 just trying to find my way to the loop managers. I started going to the first guy who marked it up, the second guy, until I found my way to the loop manager about $30,000 in. Now I get them at wholesale prices. And so you really are, fast tracking past so many mistakes that Anthony and I already made, and just kind of having everything laid out to you on a silver platter. If this is something you want to do and it's financially feasible for you, obviously we really believe it's something that can truly help you out.
Yeah, and Adrian, one of the things that I do want to point out to everybody that I'm not sure we did point out is that we don't mark these loops up. Adrian and I make no money. I was just telling Peng this in the chat. We do not make any money on this. We could make a fortune if we wanted to, because tons of people buy loops. You saw in the group that our students are buying loops, they're buying every day because they're getting results. When you do something and it just works, you just keep doing it. You certainly don't stop, right? And so one of the things that I think is really, really important for you guys to understand is you are paying the real bottom price for these loops. We don't mark it up. We don't get a kickback on it. Okay, so I want to be very clear. We don't get an affiliate commission, a kickback, an override, a markup. We make nothing when you buy into one of these loops. And the reason is because our goal when we put this together was to truly help you have an edge. It's to give you the edge that other people don't have. And so if we are marking up the loops, then we are eliminating the edge. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that makes sense to you. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, are these guys legit? Is this real? Is this for real? Let me tell you something. We don't even make any money on the loops, and that would be the most profitable thing we could do, is mark the loops up. So understand that we put this together because we really want to help people. I think Adrian showed you the kind of the fork in the road. I want to show you guys this real quick. Kind of off the cuff. a little bit different, but I want to show you something that I have. So this whole fork in the road and decision, first of all, let me just ask you, how many of you right now are here with us? We still have a full house. How many of you are here with us right now? You can afford to get in. Like financially, you can make this happen. You can get into Instagram Mastery tonight. You're not in yet, but you're on the fence. Type number 1 in if that's you, okay? If you're on the fence and you can afford to get in, you just haven't made the decision to do it. I see Scott, Rob, Valerie, Edlin, man, Derek. There's so many of you typing in now, I can barely keep up. So tons of you typing number 1 in. I want to tell you a couple of things. Number 1 is that at the end of the day, you've got to be willing to lean into things that maybe are uncomfortable for you, things that you're not aware of, things that are outside of what I call the comfort zone in the little box, right? You've got to lean into new opportunities, because here's what happens to most people. They don't lean into those opportunities until it's too late. Fear holds them back. Fear robs them of success, because if you're scared to lean in and to open up to the opportunity to truly be able to crush this on Instagram, if you're going through your mind and you're asking yourself all the negative questions, I wonder how this isn't going to work. I wonder how many people fail. I wonder what the catch is. I wonder what they're going to try to bill us, which, by the way, we have no upsells or anything like that with this. You're asking yourself questions that are putting in negative thoughts, controlling your thoughts in a negative way, and you're building up fear. Fear causes paralysis. Paralysis causes you to lose opportunity. What you've got to do is you've got to be able to lean into new things before it's a commonality, before everyone else is doing it, because that's when you miss the boat, right? And I kind of look at those opportunities as little forks in the road. And Adrian showed you a screenshot, but it came from this book. This is the first book that I wrote. It's called The Hidden Millionaire. And you can see this was from 2008. This was when it was published. This was the first copy off the press. And so it's shrink wrapped, and it was given to my dad as a gift by the publisher. And my dad passed away 2 years ago. And when he did, this was the first thing I grabbed out of his room, and I keep it in my office, and I keep it with me all the time. But if you look, it's me standing at a fork in the road, and it says, "You decide." And I feel like life is all about this series of little forks in the road and little decisions that we got to make. And every time we make one of those decisions, it impacts our future path, right? And it impacts it greatly. So if you're sitting there and you're letting fear impact the decision that you make at these little forks in the road, oftentimes you miss out on the greatest opportunities that you could possibly have in life. And I don't want that to happen for you, not just for this course, but for anything and everything that you're doing in life and in business. So always look at each opportunity, try to eliminate fear, and try to realize that there are good people out there that can help you. We have a no student left behind policy. We do events for our students every year. Peng, I know you do events too, right?
Yep,
Lots of live events. You'll think we're crazy when we tell you this. We do events for our students every year, and we do them for free, and we don't sell a thing at the event. So all of those people came to that event, and we don't sell anything. We literally just help our students, connect with our students, and create more success for our students. So our goal is always just to help you guys be more successful, and you'll always see that that's what we're doing. In every step that we take and every move that we make, we're trying to help ensure that you have more success. So Adrian, I don't know if you want to add anything to that. I'm going to answer some questions that I see in the chat box. So if you've got questions, you can put them in. We have 3 of our bonus slots left. The last person that got in was Amy, so welcome to Amy. So 3 bonus slots left. We probably are going to wrap things up here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're on the
Guys,
fence,
can I show? I want to show one more thing in terms of my strategy behind Instagram and why utilizing this would have immediate ROI straight away. I like to share my screen again if that's possible. Are you guys?
I'll share. I'll give it to you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so right now I want to share with you, like, number one, why I have been really aggressive on Instagram. Okay, I just pulled out a few different receipts of different people that I've paid in the past that have done giveaways and shout out campaigns for me. So this first shout out, this one campaign here is working with a company in IG growth, on giveaways, and this is an amount that we pay every month, by the way. Okay. On top of that, when I was talking about the shout out campaigns, this is a very typical shout out campaign, $2,500. Millionaire Mentor. The owner is actually a friend of mine, but he's got an IG page of over 5 million followers. And the way I see myself as a very logical person, and when I say that I've spent close to 6 figures developing my IG growth, here's the way I see it. Okay, so for those of you, if you are a very analytical, logical person, here's the reason why I am willing and I'm still very, very aggressive in my growth of my IG account. Because it's not about the vanity numbers. I don't care about the likes. I don't care about how many follows. I'm about the ROI. And here's how I look at it. Okay, so the reason why I gladly pay retail up until this point is because I still have crazy ROI on this. Now, I'd like you to imagine this. I'd like you to imagine that utilizing this system, you get 100,000 followers. Okay. Now, what is the ROI of 10,000, 100,000 followers? You see, when you unlock the swipe up feature, like what was talked about here today, every time you do a story, let's imagine 10% of people watch your story. Okay. So that would mean 10,000 people would watch your story. Now let's assume that out of the 10,000 people that watch your story, 10,000 more, 10% would actually swipe up. Okay, that's a pretty fair conservative amount, right? So if 1,000 people swipe up, that's like 1,000 clicks, right? That's like 1,000 clicks. Now 1,000 clicks, if all you did was only one swipe up campaign a week. So let's say you only did it once a week, and once a week you told people, hey guys, swipe up if you like to discover more about product name. That means in a month you would have 4,000 very conservative visitors to your website, to your funnel. Now let's take a look at what that actually means. If you have 4,000 clicks a month, most of the time, can we all agree that if you paid for it on ads on Facebook, it will cost you maybe $1, right? $1 cost per click, which is pretty standard. So the first thing that would happen is $4,000 in cost avoided that you would have paid Facebook. But let's also not forget that you're sending people to buy something. This could be an affiliate offer. This could be your offer. And in most cases, a decent funnel would have an earnings per click of $1, right? And then I'm being very conservative here. If you have a better funnel, a deeper funnel, the earnings per click would be about $3, $5. But let's take $1. So that means that you would have $4,000 in sales, in affiliate commissions. This could be your product, somebody else's product. So that means that the swing here in total is $8,000 because you would have avoided $4,000 in sales. In cost, rather, you have gotten $4,000 in additional sales. So that would be worth $8,000 a month, which would be, I'm bad at math, so whatever that is, in a year, that would be $96,000, right? Which is the ROI of having 100,000 followers. Now, can you see why? And by the way, notice that I'm utilizing very conservative numbers here. So can you see why I would still pay without hesitation full retail, which is what I've been doing all this while, because the ROI for me is still crazy. So can you imagine the amount of people out there who are business owners and entrepreneurs who could, number one, utilize your help because now you're helping them build a following, and now you're educating them on the math behind it, or if you're already a business owner, how you could utilize this for yourself and be able to build this following so that you can get an ROI, so that you're no longer paying for clicks. I mean, you still want to be doing both, but now you'll be able to save money from the Facebook ad cost as well as promote your product. So that's how I look at it, and that's how I look at these decisions to still pay these other influencers, and still get an insane ROI on it. And now with this thing here, when I'm able to pay at wholesale, this will take things to a whole new level. So I want you guys who are very numbers based, very logical, very analytical, to be able to understand the math behind it and why all three of us are extremely aggressive in our growth when it comes to Instagram.
Makes sense. And Peng, that's great. I mean, how many of you can appreciate that? Just say yes. Like the numbers, just seeing the true numbers broken down. Like this is also a money saving, a money saving opportunity as well. I see lots of people saying yes. Also wanted to just say there were a couple of people, Peng, while you were talking that I think saw the logic. Nikki Chung and Shadab Khan, who both tried to get in, and it looks like your cards declined. So you'll probably want to try a different one or dial the number on the back of your credit card. Oh, Nikki just got in, so she must have made hers work. So that's awesome. So two of our bonuses still left. I'll put that in the chat box. Let's see, two bonuses left, and I think Shadab is going to get one of those, which actually we hold your bonus slot for you anyway if you are attempting to get in and your credit card declines. So we should be good to go on that. If you guys have any specific questions, we still have tons of people on here. So I know that there's a lot of you that are still kind of on the fence because you're like, hey, I want to do this. You're still here. We've been on here for 2.5 hours. So if you've got questions, like drop them in the chat box and let us answer them, because we want to do the best we can to serve you guys and to help you. But at the same time, we don't want to just sit here and pound away for 2.5 more hours telling you why you should buy right now if you have no intention of buying. But if you're here and you do want to do this, then put the questions in and let us answer. I did see that a couple of people, Adrian, had asked a lot of questions about how you actually turn this into money, which I know that we've talked a lot about, but I don't know if we've touched on like the specifics. Okay, so let me just break it down for you really quickly. I'm assuming if you're asking us how you turn followers into money, that probably means you don't have a business currently. You're not a coach, you're not a consultant, you don't have a podcast, you don't have a book, you don't have a digital course, you're not doing affiliate marketing, you're not an e-commerce person, you don't have an Amazon store. Like we could go through the list, right? So the answer to the question is there's 3 ways that we kind of hand over to you to make money with this. One would be reselling the loops. Now, I know that a lot of you have said, well, I don't know if I can resell the loops, okay? I'm not really sure if that's something I want to do. Let me tell you something. All right. I know that you say that, but there are people that make 6 figures in a day reselling loops right now. And the reason that happens is, I want you to think about the phenomena that happens when we talk about loops. If you have an Instagram page and people start following you, how many of you would agree with me? I want you to be very clear with me. How many of you would agree that if you joined my Instagram account today and all of a sudden you saw me have 100,000 more followers tomorrow, you would want to know how I did that? Just say yes if you agree with me, okay? I see tons of yeses coming in, all right? So I want you to all follow the logic here, okay? Here's the deal. When you join a loop, you get a bunch of followers at one time really fast. All of those followers see your Instagram account growing super fast. So when you put up a story that says, would you like to grow your Instagram account? People innately say yes, and they believe that you know what you're talking about because they're seeing your Instagram account grow. And so selling loops is so easy because the proof is already there. The people that you're selling the loops to are literally the new followers that you're getting from the loops. And you can just sell these loops over and over and over again. And I don't know if we touched on it, but you don't even have to pre-purchase these. Like the Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian one, we paid like $8 grand to join them. Someone resold it for 40 grand. They made $32,000 from one loop. Okay.
And by the way, Anthony, I want to pause you here because by the way, I saw that promo for 40 grand, and my girlfriend's outside, and she will tell you. I actually went up to her and I said, "Babe, do you want to join Kylie's giveaway for 40 grand?" And she looked at me, she's like, "I don't know." Then and we worked out the numbers, and we were actually really thinking about it. And I'm pretty sure if it was like 25, if that person didn't mark it up like 600%, I would have done it. I've done giveaways at 10, 15K.
Yeah,
So
and so did we before we found out where to get them for the
Yeah,
price.
honestly, like the first one that we did, we paid more for it than it was. I mean, like I said, we spent tens of thousands of dollars working our way to the source. And it just so happened that we finally got to the source. But another thing that I started doing is after I did one and I got this explosive growth, like Anthony said, a lot of people started messaging me saying, how did you get in this Kylie Jenner thing? How did you get associated with this? How much did it cost? And people started asking if they could pay me thousands of dollars to shout them out during the promotion, right? And I was like, no, I don't do that personally for my pages. But what I did is I wanted to get in the Kylie Jenner one, because we did Kim Kardashian first, then we did Kylie Jenner, and I wanted to get in the Kylie one, which was $8,000. So I just hit up 2 or 3 friends that are, on Instagram, don't have a lot of followers, but are entrepreneurs. And I was like, yo, do y'all want to get in the next Kylie Jenner thing? Here's the price point. Here's the growth that I got before. And essentially what I did is I got so many people to do it that I ended up getting the commissions from that to pay for my entire participation in the loop. So I wasn't really trying necessarily to make a profit. I was just trying to arbitrage the opportunity so I could do the loops completely free, which was really awesome. And this is kind of some of the research that our loop managers do. Right now, I'm showing you inside something I'm not supposed to be showing you the inside of. So I'm going to have to hide some of the information, but there are different categories. Somebody said, why is it just Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian? It's not. It's business entrepreneurs, public figures, it's musicians, it's actors, it's all types of people with big followings. Like this is a list right here of the top models on Instagram. So who would this be good for? This would be good for anybody that is in probably the network marketing niche. This would be good for people in health and fitness niche. This would be good in the niche of people trying to do like, self-help and confidence and dating programs. There right here is the fitness models. So you can see it here. This is a huge list of fitness models. And the total reach is 60 million people. So this loop, if I entered into this loop right here, there would be 36 of the biggest fitness influencers on Instagram collectively promoting me all at one time in the same day, which would reach 60 million people. 60 million impressions on a paid Facebook ad at $15 per 1,000 impressions would be ridiculously expensive. So we're getting it for pennies on the dollar, and they're actually looking at influencers that get a lot of likes, and that we look at their average 24-hour engagement rate. Even Tai Lopez. Let me tell you something right now. Anthony and I have made an immense amount of money from promotions from Tai Lopez recommending our stuff. He doesn't recommend anybody's stuff barely other than his own, right? So we worked really hard to get in that door. Well, he went and did a loop. He has like 3 million followers. So if you're in the entrepreneur niche, the coaching niche, like if Peng is doing an event and it's a virtual event and he wants to fill up a room, then this would be an opportunity to get one of the biggest lists for entrepreneurs on the planet right now and highest quality list to send all of their followers to you, right? So there's a lot of different categories that you can enter in here. This was the Tai Lopez one, and this is another influencer one here. So these loop managers are doing all this work. They're reaching out to all of these influencers. They're putting together these massive loops, And then inside of our Facebook group, you're getting the opportunity to get them at cost. You can either enter yourself, or you could do what Anthony was saying, is you can arbitrage these and you can give other people the opportunity to do this. It could be a small business, it could be an e-commerce business. Pretty much everybody that's on Instagram wants and needs to grow their following. Anthony's wife, Alexa, she just wants to release her own yoga course. And so she's growing her following right now so she can promote her yoga program, something I would have never thought of, right? So it works pretty much for anybody, for those of you that were asking that specific question.
Yeah, so Adrian, a couple of quick things. And guys, here's what we're gonna do. I was just talking with Peng. I shot him a text and I said, hey man, we've been on here for quite some time. We're gonna close down in 8 minutes. So it'll be 11:40 our time, 8 minutes. So if you want to get enrolled, you've got 8 minutes left to make this happen. We don't have currently another training or session or anything planned with Peng. I don't know that we'll be able to do one. We've spent quite a bit of time on here. So if you want to get enrolled, you have 8 minutes left. Adrian, I don't know if you have a timer so people can keep up with the time. But a couple of quick things. Naomi asked a question. It's a good question. How long can you use the loops, and can you use them for multiple accounts? Yes, you can have as many accounts as you want and use and enter loops with them, right? The access to these loops is ongoing, meaning you don't only get access one time, you don't only get access to one account or anything like that. So you get as much access as you need and as much access as you want, all right? So that's thing number one. Thing number two is a couple of people have asked me, can we get enrolled and get the loops, the access to the loops later? The answer right now is no, and the reason is because there's a limit to the number of people that we can allow to join, because again, there's a limit to the number of loops that you can actually do, right? Eric said, how fast can we get started after signing up? We've literally had people that signed up one day and had 20,000 followers the next, if there happens to be a loop at that point. And a couple of people did ask me, and I don't know that we clarified this, Adrian, how long does a loop last? Like if you join a loop, how long does it take to make it happen? Like to get all those followers? Loops usually only last 24 to 72 hours. So these influencers will post this on their account for only 24 to 48 hours, sometimes 72, and they take it down. So what that means is you get this rush of followers inside of like 3 days. So it's a quick spike of followers. And so every time you join a loop, you're going to get a quick rush of followers. It's not this prolonged thing that takes forever and it wastes a lot of your time or anything like that. It legitimately happens overnight, So it's quick results. And I think all of us like quick results. It's very rare, honestly, in business that you get quick results, but it is something that does happen. And so, that's just the way that it works with this. So if there are any of you that are on the fence, we got about 5-6 minutes left here. You want to take action. You want to get in right now. And Dominic made a good point. He said you want to know how to keep the followers, and that's what we teach in the course. Because Adrian and I did one of these loops. We did a few of these loops, and we learned how you keep the followers, how you turn those followers into email subscribers that you can now promote to and make money from forever. How you turn those followers into people that will swipe up and that will buy. Like we learned the specific things, okay, that need to be done, and we teach that inside of the course. Derek said, is there a way to slow down the growth so that people won't think you have fake followers? Nope. And we really don't care what people think in terms of, like, do they think it's fake followers? As long as it's real followers, people will engage with you. They'll like, they'll comment, they'll post. People will know it's real followers. But there's pretty much no way to slow down the growth. The growth is just really, really quick, and it's really, really fast. So I think that a lot of people see that. So we got a few minutes left. Gwen got in. So Gwen, welcome to being in. It looks like that means we have one of our bonus slots left, because the last time I looked in the chat there were 2. So we should have one single spot left. I don't know who's going to take it, but we're coming up on 4 minutes left. Peng, wanted to say, man, we appreciate you having us on here. It's been great. Your audience is great. Your students are great. I mean, this has just been, it's been an awesome opportunity. I know there's so many people here, and man, look, I know you spent a little bit of time talking about how you know, how you met me back when I was on television selling books. I didn't hardly know much about this industry. And then I turned around and I kept hearing your name about, like, you are like the guy that knew this internet marketing thing. And I just think it's I think it's interesting when I look back, because like when I took that photo with you, and I remember that years ago, I'm like, this is that kid they keep telling me is crushing all these launches and selling so much stuff and doing so well. And so you've done awesome too, man. Like the stuff that you put out, the training you put out, the events that you do, it's awesome. Adrian and I are big fans. We've been big fans for a long time, and I know we haven't been able to do anything like this together in the past, but man, I'm glad we were able to get together and do it tonight. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Guys, this is extremely rare. I've never had like a three-way thing like that before. So anyway, so guys, I hope you guys found value. I think this is probably where we'll end it. We'll end it in like what, 2 minutes from now. But if you guys have any questions, just reach out. But like for me, the reason why it's a no-brainer is because I have been hard and aggressive on Instagram. For me personally, we've had crazy amounts of ROI. And I know that when you learn this skill set, especially during a time like this, you will also not just be able to do it yourself, but also help other entrepreneurs as well as business owners, help them scale their business. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, Adrian, do you
Any
have anything
final
to say?
last words, guys?
Oh, I was just going to say thanks so much, dude, for having us on with your audience. I know that's rare that you do it. I really appreciate it. And to everybody that joined, we look forward to teaching you. Once again, you're going to get webinars with me every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. You're going to get webinars with Anthony every Thursday night. They're unlimited. So you're going to be able to learn what I do with Instagram ads, Facebook ads, e-commerce, affiliate marketing. Like, these are not sales pitch webinars. They're just meat and potatoes. And with Anthony, he's going to show you everything he's doing. So you're going to get ongoing evolution of free training and coaching that, you know, you can always attend every week. So we're behind you to motivate you and push you. And we want to take really good care of everybody that you send over to us, Peng. So I think that's really going to be helpful. So thanks, everyone. And again, Peng, thanks so much for having us on this webinar, dude. It's been a great pleasure.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Really appreciate you guys.
Yep, and I just wanted to address a couple quick things. I know we got a minute left, and I was trying to help some of these people. There are a few of you that just tried to enroll. Eric said, "I want to sign up. Can you give me 10 minutes?" And Eric, I saw that your card declined. So we've still got to give away some cash. So you know, we'll obviously we'll have to pull that up right now and do that. So SOO. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's so. You only have one order that went through like the right way, so you're good. Don't worry about it. We blocked your second order because we don't let you duplicate order, right? So we took care of you. Our system blocked that. So we've only got one order from you. You're good. You're enrolled. Yep, she's saying thanks. So that's awesome. So I did see a couple of you who tried to get in and your cards declined just now. I think it's Eric and last name LOH. I'm not sure I can pronounce the first name, so I don't want to say someone's name wrong. So last name LOH. So obviously, if you're trying to get enrolled, make that happen right now. Adrian, let's do this cash prize giveaway. Peng, here's how we usually do the cash prize giveaway. Usually, what we do is we ask a question. We let everybody that's still here throw it in the chat box, and we just randomly scroll through and pick a winner. Are you good with that?
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Okay, so here, let's see. What question should we ask tonight? What's a good question? Adrian, what do you think?
Now I'm on the spot. I can't think of anything good. That always happens. Your mind blanks out. Okay, so I got a question. What is the most, here we go. How many followers do you need to unlock all of the most coveted profit tools with Instagram? I said earlier in the training, you need X amount of followers to unlock the swipe up feature, and all of the profit tools that Instagram gives you at this certain following. So go ahead and put that number in, and then we will let Peng choose a completely random winner. Most of y'all are getting it right. So Peng, it's yours now. Just choose one.
Choose a random winner, man, and we will we'll get their PayPal address and we'll hook them up with $1,000 just for hanging out with us for 3 hours tonight.
How about this? Because I want to make it like look really random, and I think the best way to be truly random, okay, here's what I would like you guys to do, okay? I will pick a number from 1 to wait, how many is 300 of you guys here? Okay, 1 to 100, and you can only post this once. You can only pick a number between 1 to 100 once, and the first number that I see that matches my number, you can only post it once, okay? I will select that as the winner. Okay, so let me take a look at the chat. Wait. I'm not sure if I can see the chat, Anthony, Adrian. Maybe you guys can look at it. But okay, guys, here's what I'd like you to do right now. I've picked a number. I put it here on my calculator. Okay, you're gonna type in one number from 1 to 100, and the first number that I see that matches this number is gonna win. If you post one on one number, you'll be disqualified. Okay,
Okay.
Are numbers coming in?
Oh yeah, tons of numbers coming in.
Okay,
so
Anthony, Adrian, first. Okay, you guys have 5 seconds to do this. We're closing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, guys, the first number that you see is 37.
All right.
Yeah, that's the winning number. Scroll up. So it is where we cut off.
Got it. Victoria Hickman. She typed in 37 before anybody else.
Okay.
Victoria Hickman. And actually, as I scroll through, she seems to be somebody else typed it in way later, but Victoria Hickman typed in 37. Victoria, you win the $1,000 cash prize. Put your PayPal address in the chat box for us, and we will make sure our office sends you $1,000 first thing tomorrow morning just for hanging out with us for 3 hours here. Victoria Hickman, you are the winner. So I got Victoria's PayPal address. She says you freaking rock. Victoria, you will see that PayPal come from me, from my account first thing in the morning. I'm making a note here for my office. Send PayPal winnings $1,000 to Victoria Hickman. So I got you covered, Victoria. You will get a $1,000 payment, US dollars, first thing in the morning. So everybody say congrats to Victoria. We always like to do stuff like that. Like if you're going to hang out for this long with us, we like to make it fun. We'll give you some money. It's, obviously, you learned an awful lot. How many of you feel like you learned a lot tonight? Just say yes. I mean, you learned a lot about sales. You learned a lot about Instagram. You learned a lot about traffic. You learned a lot about how to leverage, something like this. I think there's tons of opportunity here for each and every one of you. So I'm glad that all of you are saying you learned something. Anytime we show up to speak to somebody else's students and somebody else's audience, like we want to do our very best to deliver value. I mean, of course, at the end of the day, we wanted to have a lot of you enroll in our Instagram Mastery course. That makes sense. But we also wanted to deliver a lot of value so that when you sit here, you think, wow, okay, I learned a lot. Even if you don't move forward with our course, you learned an awful lot. So I'm glad to see that all of you are saying yes. Obviously, the links are on the screen. We'll leave this up for a few minutes once we hop off, because I know a few of you are still trying to get in and your credit card was declining. So I'm going to leave this up for you guys to be able to do that. And Peng, we appreciate it, man. We thank you for being here and having us here. And hopefully we can help your students crush it.
Looking forward, man. Anthony, Adrian, thank you guys so much. And guys, hope you guys found value. Anything, just reach out to any of our team and we'll help you guys out. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care. Good night, everybody.